Hello, everyone! Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I am Zrook Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, and your arbiter, and I'm not alone today. I know he's not talking right now, that's because he's waiting for this setup to get done, but ShilohJack and I are going to be watching more of Sharpe today, so sit back, relax, make yourselves at home, and be nice. We have a guest today, so be nice. Please and thank you. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, so, introductions, as everyone probably already knows, this is ShilohJack.
Hi. Hiya.
Yeah, and I've decided to, as I've jokingly said, I've decided to torture him again today because he's going to watch Sharpe with us. So,
You said this is the best of the movies, though?
It is. I believe so, yes. Okay, so, interesting thing, you know how, like, how do I put this? You know how sometimes when you try to adapt a book to a movie, like some people are like, oh, the movie's better or the book's better. The weird thing is that here, depending on how good the book is, it actually determines how good the movie is. Like, there are some movies...
I believe that.
Yeah, there's one or two movies in this series that are not very good.
Like what? What are they?
I believe, like, so... One of them is, I believe, Sharpe's Gold, which I've read the book. Sharpe's Gold
The fuck is Sharpe's Gold?
That has to do with Sharpe and a bunch of other guys capturing Napoleon's part of Napoleon's treasury. That's in
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah. There's also another one, Sharpe's. So there's also Sharpe's Enemy, which is
Sharpe's Enemy.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Sharpe's Enemy is good because
his nemesis.
Yeah. Well, he does have a nemesis. Unfortunately,
who is his nemesis?
Sergeant Hakeswill. So Sergeant Hakeswill was the sergeant in charge of Sharpe back when he was in India. And like I told you, because the India books were prequels, they don't get movies back then. They didn't get movies. So Hakeswill in these movies just comes out of nowhere, and they kind of do tell more than show. Like, cause...
Right.
Let me give you an example. Hakeswill, like, is the guy... Yeah, he's a good sergeant. Like, he disciplines his men, maybe a bit too much. But the main problem with Hakeswill is that he's absolutely insane. Like...
How is he insane?
Let's see. He talks to himself. He was supposed to get hung at one point, but the rope snapped, so he believes he can't die. He also talks to his mom, like, even though she's dead. It's weird. But the main thing he's also known for is killing his own men.
Bro.
Yeah. He murdered, in one of the books, during the India campaign, one of the other officers of a nearby unit tries to get Hakeswill to, like, get up and stop cowering on the ground and tell him to get up and move. I think it's one of the 76, like the Scott Brigade, tries to tell him to get up and move. And you know how sergeants at the time would carry halberds and stuff? Yeah, Hakeswill stabs him. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, but in the movie, now in the book, they've met, like, Sharpe jumps the ranks and basically gets to out-promote him. But in the movies, he just shows up one day, and Sharpe's like, I outrank you, you're going to do what I say. And he tells all of his men, stay away from this guy. He's absolutely insane. And so there's that. But the reason it's kind of an iffy movie is because, like, well... Not only do you only get to see Hakeswill in 2 of the movies, even though he had a few book build-up, it's also, like, the book's worse because there's a lot of uncomfortable stuff in it. Because, like, so Hakeswill goes AWOL and takes a bunch of other deserters, because there were a lot of deserters in the Peninsula campaign. He gets a bunch of them together into this, like, roving unit. They go around and they, well, pillage, grape, and do everything they want. Basically.
God.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. And in the end of that, Sharpe's wife, who he's been married to at this point, tries to stop Hakeswill, and he murders her. So Sharpe has to watch the love of his life die. And to give credit to Sean Bean, because it's a really good scene, because the French and the British actually work together to take down this rogue unit, because they're plaguing both sides, because it's French and British soldiers. They drag Hakeswill in, and I love how Sharpe delivers it, where he's like, he goes, a thief, a criminal, a murderer, a rapist. That's not a man. Take it away. Take it away. And then they go and tie him to a post and put a firing squad on him. Except it doesn't work. They shoot him like 4 times. He doesn't die. So one of the other officers walks up, cocks a pistol, and puts it right to his head and pulls the trigger, and then he's dead. But it's an uncomfortable thing because Sharpe feels nothing. Like the book says that, you know, all he feels is just the effect of the gunshot, like the blast wave of it. He doesn't feel anything. No happiness, no anger. Guy's dead, and he feels nothing because that's what vengeance does. So, but there are good stories. Like, I know I joked about the Siege one, you know, where they dump lye or like, you know, whitewash.
Dump lye, and then they just go, and it's like they just know exactly what to fucking do.
Yeah. Now
like we rehearsed this.
Yeah. Now in the book, the siege is a lot longer than that, and the French don't fall for the same trap twice. But so again, a lot of corners had to be cut because the siege was like a good quarter of the book. And there's other stuff too. Like there's one of them where I don't remember the exact name.
Also, don't mind me. Sorry.
Cool. I don't remember the name of the movie in question.
I'm prepared. Yeah. I'm officially prepared for tonight.
In one of the movies, like, and it's not this way in the book either. In one of the movies, Sharpe goes to meet Wellington, and Wellington just acts like in the movie that he doesn't know Sharpe, that Sharpe didn't save his life or any of that stuff.
What?
Yeah.
That was one of my complaints. That was one of my complaints for the first time. How can Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington, just go, oh yeah, this one chap, this one regimental commander, I know him and he does all my bidding.
Can't go?
Like how? In what universe is this one guy buddy with the Duke of Wellington?
Yeah, well in this case, sorry, I gotta put this on here. What they end up doing in this case is, for this one, is like in that incident, what ends up happening is like he tells him, he goes like, I made you, Sharpe, and I can break you as well. And people didn't like that because throughout most of the rest of the movies, yes, like again, he doesn't play favorites. To him, Sharpe is just a tool, a very good tool, but he's just like, and you'll see it in this movie where he's like, yeah, Sharpe's a good officer and I don't want to lose him, but we're not afraid to. If I could quote a Warhammer quote here, he goes like, I'm not afraid to use my men, but I don't want to waste them, and killing you would be extremely wasteful. That's the best way I can put it. So anyway, I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to use the thing on OBS because when I tried to do it last time, you know, I kept having problems with it. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this so where people can see and I can interact with it a lot more. So
okay.
Give me a second. Gotta tweak something right here. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this started here.
Okay.
And again, I stand by that this is the best one, but there is one thing that I don't like about this movie, and it's how one of the characters is portrayed. We'll get into him when we see him, but I think you'll recognize him. It's not one of the, let me put it this way, it's the only decent officer you're gonna see in this episode.
Right, I see.
Yeah, let me just there we go. Do this.
Share your screen with me, too.
Oh, I can do that, too. It's also up on the, let's see, let me do that. Hold on 1 second. Let me just start this up. There we go. Is that not? Yep, okay.
Alright, let me see. Watch that. Oh, it's VTube Studio. Hi, I can see me. I think you got the wrong window. For me, it's the...
I got it.
It's like the... Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm still tuning in, so it'll probably load up once you get it. Oh yeah, okay. I hear it and I can see your desktop and I can see it on the little screen there. So you don't want to watch it in full screen.
Well, if I do that, like, the problem is that it's... See it.
Oh, really? Oh, you can't put it in your actual overlay.
Yeah, I tried to do that. It wouldn't work. So...
Okay. Well, I hear you twice.
Oh, let me fix.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
If it's too much of a hassle to set up here, I can pull it up on my screen and I can share it with you. And then if you like do a desktop capture or something, go into Discord full screen and then just do that with my window. Whatever would work best for you. I can help out.
All right. So should have it now, and go over here. Okay, can you hear me at least?
Yes, I can hear you once, which is great. I cannot hear the internet window though, which is strange.
No.
What I can do
Yeah.
is I can pull it up on mine if you'd prefer. See how that works.
No, I got it. I know what to do. I figured it out. Give me a second. I know what to do now.
Okay. Sure.
I stopped having scuffed streams. That's the neat part. You don't.
No, you don't.
All right, hang on. I got it. So what we're going to do is, let's see here. I think I know what to do here. All right, hang on. So, all right, you know what? Let's just go with your plan, because I think it'd be easier at this point.
I can do that.
Yeah, let's go with your plan.
Sharpe's Eagle.
Yeah, you can just type. Actually, you can just go to YouTube and type. If you just type in Sharpe, his name, it pulls up like a playlist of all the episodes.
Sharpe 02, Sharpe's Eagle, yeah. 1993 TV. Okay, yeah. Got it. I'll pull that up here, and then on Discord, I'm going to move this over to my other monitor. 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Here it is. Go live. Can you see it?
1 second. Yes, I can. And now.
And can you hear it?
You got to hit play first. Yep, I can hear it. All right,
perfect.
So let me turn my display, my thing on.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll put it down to like 75 instead of 100 so I could hear you better.
Okay, go for it. We should be good now.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Make sure it's being captured on my stream. Hang on. Ah, I turned on my display capture. Wrong thing. Hang on. How about now? Ah, okay. I think we should be good now. Yes.
Ready, okay.
Go ahead. Go for it.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Ready for that rock music?
Come on, I think it fits.
Oh, no.
I think it fits.
Oh, the quality's better on this one.
Yeah, also I have to slide this over on my end. Give me a second.
Okay.
Because I noticed the full screen's kind of weird. There we go. That should be better, I think. Does that look better? Yes, that looks way better. Okay, we're good.
Perfect. Turned your volume up all the way to 200 so I can hear you better.
Mm-hmm. Hey, on my stream, can you guys hear us and the movie?
Can you hear me? Can you?
All right.
Oh, the quality's much better.
Oh, yeah.
Spain, 1809. Napoleon Bonaparte is master of Europe. His brother Joseph sits on the throne of Spain. Sir Arthur Wellesley, soon to be Lord Wellington, the British commander, has crossed into Spain. Now, together with his Spanish allies, he will do battle with the French at Talavera. Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
There were 3 lovely lassies from Lisbon. Lisbon. Oh, Lisbon. There were 3 lovely lassies from Lisbon. What? But Maggie's the belle. Oh, easy, sir, easy. Maggie the Maggie.
I would turn off those closed captions for you.
When was he injured? Was he injured in the previous film or something, or is this the first book?
Yeah,
obviously.
It's the first book. And it is said that he was injured in a previous skirmish. He took a bullet. He had a bullet to the knee.
I used to be an adventurer like you, until I took a bullet to the knee.
Yeah.
Weak. Sit up now, and I'll give you a nice shave, son.
There's the boy. There he is.
What the devil's going on, Harper?
Knows he's been nice to the Spanish, sir. If you ask me, he's planning a battle.
Again, that side profile. God, I love that facial expression. That is so Wellington.
Hold steady.
Wait a second. We're gonna see. Oh my God, Zaruk! We're gonna see the plastic shakos! Oh, there they are! Oh, the shitty plastic shakos! God. Oh shit, it's the guy from the meme.
Be a damn good book, Hogan.
Shakespeare, sir. Julius Caesar. Mark Anthony. Lend me your ears, eh?
Look at that nose.
These many, them shall
That
die.
fucking nose.
Yeah.
Pricked.
That is good. I mean, from the front, he doesn't look all that good, but from the side, that side profile, that's great.
A general who wins battles and lives to claim the credit will never lack our enemies in London, sir. And yet
they still behave with their usual folly and weakness. I have officers deserving commissions, notably William Lawford. And what am I sent? Flogged soldiers led by coffee-house fops and commanded by dangerous buffoons.
Sir Henry Simerson on the South Essex.
Quite so. I suspect he's been sent to spy on me.
If
Why not give him something to send back that will
You gotta
style
sniff
their
that
lord's
up.
supper?
Yeah, snuff box.
Snuff box.
What, Hogan?
Oh, this is important.
A victory, sir. Small, but solid.
Small but solid. The bridge at Val de la Casa.
Oh, something like that.
I could spare the South Essex, but Sir Henry Simerson isn't up to it.
No. But Richard Sharpe is.
Richard Sharpe. Let Sharpe do all the dirty work, and Simerson and that obnoxious nephew of his get all the glory. And if all does not go well,
Simerson will have to keep quiet about it. And you will have him in your power.
and if things go really badly...
But we may lose a gallant officer.
Not Sharpe.
Oh, no, no.
Simerson.
Oh. Okay, bro. Okay.
Okay, now pause for a second because I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure in marching formation, camp women would not be in the middle of the formation. They'd probably be at the back. Okay.
No, yeah, because the thing is with Napoleonic formations, you always want to make sure, I mean, they wouldn't probably be in the back. They would be sort of sparsely, they would have designated sections, right? In such a large formation where you have the bulk of the armed forces and then you have the caravans of the supplies, the cooks and the teamsters and things like that in designated sections of the line. You wouldn't have them at the very rear because that's saved for the rear guard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have your caravans of supplies, your supply wagons just dangling in the back. You would have them sort of concentrated in a designated section.
Okay.
Yeah.
The South Essex, Hogan. All mine.
Sir Henry. Oh,
Show love 100
sorry,
and much love.
Mr.
Hi
Graves.
everyone.
Damn
To
it.
know that replanting
Mr.
plants
Hewitt,
would take so
A
long.
dozen of the bastards pretended to faint from the heat. By God, I'll flog the fainting
Wait,
out of them.
stop.
Drill them.
I love that.
What?
I love that line where he's like, that they missed the parade because a dozen of them passed out from heat exhaustion. He says, by God, I'll flog the exhaustion out of them. And someone, I remember when I first saw this, the top comment of this video was, the beatings will continue until morale has improved.
That's so fucking British, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's so British. Oh, it's so great.
Hi, Fountain. Sorry about that. Hey, babe, love you. But it's also funny because nowadays, like, whenever I think of, the beatings will continue until morale is improved, I'm reminded of a scene from, in Metal Gear Solid 5, where you can raise the morale of your men just by beating the absolute crap out of them.
Just by beating them.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like, you practice CQC on them, and they'll get up and they'll be like, thank you, boss. They'll like, thank you, boss. Like, there's
Don't thank me, thank Sir Henry Simmerson.
Yeah, there's even a joke one YouTuber made, gentlemen, let's raise some morale. Oh, shit. And it shows him beating the crap out of his guys.
Jesus Christ. Now, okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely 100% a walking thesaurus on Napoleonic uniforms, but these rubber cufflinks around stocks. Thank you.
Yeah.
The rubber stocks. Were they rubber or were they a different kind of material?
They were leather. They were
leather.
They were leather stocks, and they were meant to keep the chin up, as they say.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they also chafed so much that men would actually be bleeding because they just rubbed against their necks.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking, well, wait a second, that looks like rubber.
Yeah,
that looks like
leather.
rubber.
Yeah, it's leather.
It's actually leather. Okay.
I would also like to point out, if you look in the top right, I think that dude's musket, I think actually that one, that prop, look, you can actually see the section part where the bayonet goes.
Yeah, you can see the locking lug. It's not even on right.
Yeah.
It doesn't, because his fake gun doesn't have the front sights.
Yeah.
They were called the sights, but that was called the lug.
Yeah.
What we would call the front sights, that's just the lug. That would hold the socket bayonet in place, but he doesn't have one.
Okay, now here's what I want to know, because you might know the answer to this. I know how you do it on the normal foot soldiers, but how exactly are you supposed to tell an officer's rank in the Napoleon?
Officer's rank. You notice the gold marking, the gold necklace holding their chest, holding their coat together. That man.
Yeah.
The color bearer right there.
Yeah.
You also notice his epaulettes, and his collar, on his stock, the markings on his stock, and of course all of his equipment known as the leathers that he's wearing, as well as the type of coat and this brass necklace. I'm blanking on the name of it right now, so I apologize. But yeah, you can tell rank among officers because of the inscription on their brass necklace, and the epaulettes that they have, as well as the different types of leathers that they have.
Yeah.
So this man looks like an ensign.
Yeah, and someone in my chat said, how to find the officers, just find the biggest prat present.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. But yes, this is Mr. Denny. He is the well, you'll see. He basically carries out orders.
I see.
So drill them, Mr. Denny.
I see. So is he the ensign? Because he's holding the colors.
Yes, because he says drill them, Mr. Denny, and Mr. Denny will give orders. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Denny! Yes, sir! Carry on, Drum Major!
I see.
Forward!
That is a plastic sword.
Wait, does he really? Oh my God!
No, listen to it when it comes out of the scabbard.
March!
Oh, it's so good.
Well, Hogan, what do you think of?
A fine body of men, sir. Sir Arthur warned me in advance. Hogan, says he, the South Essex...
Bro, some of them don't even have cartridge boxes.
His words?
Nope.
I dare say he knows I have a cousin who holds high office at Horse Guards.
Have you, by Jove? Well, I hope you'll convey my respects to him at the conclusion of our mission, sir.
You mind me, Hogan, I'll mind you. Make them jump to it, Mr. Denny!
I wonder how he keeps them looking so shiny.
He flogs them.
I'm afraid you can't afford her, sir. That bastard has bought her, same as he's bought his commission.
Major, may I introduce the jewel in our crown, Josephina Countess Lacosta.
Your servant, ma'am.
The late Count fell at Vimero.
You bear the loss with great fortitude, ma'am.
The Countess is traveling under the protection of my nephew, Lieutenant Christian Gibbons. Now, this is his friend, Lieutenant Berry.
Pause.
That little eyebrow raise.
Yeah, you might want to back up and take a look at at the second dude. Not Gibbons, but the next guy, Mr. Berry.
Now, this is his friend, Lieutenant Berry.
That man look familiar? Give it a minute.
He looks like Putin?
No. That's a very famous actor.
Wait. What's his name? What the fuck is his name?
That's Daniel Craig.
That's Daniel Craig!
Yeah, that's young Daniel Craig. Way before...
He got his fucking start in Sharpe!
Yeah, one of his big starts, yes.
God damn it!
Yep.
I was just like, looks like Putin. I'm going, no, it's not. It's
James Bond!
It's James Bond! Oh my god!
Yes.
Wow!
I would also like to point out that of the two, Mr. Berry actually looks the part because Mr. Gibbons, why are you not clean-shaven, sir?
He is not, no, he is not clean-shaven. Being clean-shaven was regulation.
Yeah, now, the cool thing is that I did a little bit of research about this. So Daniel Craig actually, fun fact, Daniel Craig actually has a soft spot for history. So
Does he?
I'm willing to bet, not a big one, but a soft spot for it. So I'm willing to bet that he actually was like, way back when in 93, he was like, all right, I need to look the part for this. I need to look up how this would have been done because he looks the part.
He does look like the part. He definitely does.
Also,
the unkept hair, everything.
Yeah. I think he's also wearing a fake wig, like a fake, like, kind of powdered it, or like, whatever they wore at the time. Yeah.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. That's really cool, though. Daniel Craig getting his start in Sharpe.
I must say, that uniform does you credit, Mr. Gibbons.
Good God. Look at Dobbs dragging his feet.
Mr. Berry, at the double.
At the double, Mr. Denny!
Have pity, Sir Henry. There've been much sun, the hot sun all day.
No lecture.
That is fucking not how you move at the double quick. What the fuck?
And he's down.
He's fucking down.
Berry, 75 lashes for Dobbs tomorrow morning when he can appreciate it. Lay them on, Mr. Berry.
I must protest, Sir Henry.
No, by God, Lennox, I knew you were an old man when I took you out of retirement, but not an old woman.
Speaking as a Virginian, sir, I must say as how I don't hold with flogging white men, sir.
My dear Captain.
Whoa! That was a comment and a half.
Not know yes. Soldiers, he is a brute.
Who's that? Who's this?
This is Captain Leroy. Captain Leroy, as he will tell you later, he goes from Virginia, from America. He goes pleasure. Like later, you see, pleasure to meet you, Captain Sharpe. You're American? No, sir, from Virginia. He's a loyalist. His family, fled America.
God.
Yeah, and he serves in the British Army.
Wow.
Now, the problem is this movie does Leroy dirty because Captain Leroy will continue to serve as commander of the 95th. He'll be one of the captains for the South Essex later throughout the series. And he's still kind of an ass. But he's a good guy who basically sees Sharpe for what he is, an actual genuinely good soldier. And Captain Leroy will basically be one of the only officers that Sharpe respects and will actually push time and time again to get Sharpe the proper rank he deserves. And actually, as in one of the books, openly tells the guy, doesn't matter if Sharpe's not a gentleman, he fights like a soldier and that's what we need. Unfortunately for Captain Leroy, his death will be what spurs Sharpe to actually, move up the ranks.
Because, he dies?
Yes, Captain Leroy is shot through the head during one of the battles.
Oh! Mm-hmm. My God.
And they do him really badly here because they make him come off as like this, like, kind of like pompous American ass who, like, he's still a gentleman, but he comes off like, like you just said, I don't feel too good about flogging a white man.
I mean, that definitely is a comment and a half.
Mm-hmm. But
definitely is a comment and a half.
but the way his lines are delivered in the movie and the way he talks, like, you'll see he'll give a line later that becomes, like, in the book, like, he routinely used it, but it comes off very, like, evil, for lack of a better word.
Oh, absolutely, it does.
Like, he mentions, like, his line is, he's like, he goes, like, cotton? I don't remember the exact words, but it's talking about what his family, like, exported out of Virginia. And I think it's, like, slaves, cotton, and molasses. Yeah. And he says it with a smile on his face.
We've got aristocrat bingo here.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, Jesus.
Beast in a red coat. He needs the lash. Whip him in, Mr. Berry.
Now, to his credit, though, I will give Captain Leroy one thing. Captain Leroy, in the books, Captain Leroy detests flogging. He like Sharpe in the books, Captain Leroy detests flogging because in his view, he's like, he even says in the book, this solves nothing. All it does is make the men hate you. He goes, like, if you must discipline them, there are better ways. But he does understand that sometimes discipline is necessary, and if the lash is necessary, he's like, all right, well, we're not going to do it that much because we don't want to kill them. We need them.
Yeah, of course.
And, they don't talk about this in the movie. I think it's worth bringing up. In the first book, where Sharpe, the reason why Sharpe has the marks on his back is in the book, Sharpe does get the lash in the first book, actually. Like, in the chronology, he gets the lash. He's supposed to get 1,000 lashes, which would kill him. But instead, it's lowered to 200 because Wellesley intervenes. Because he's
that's my boy.
Yeah, but it does say in the book that, like, Wellesley intervened because he's like, all right, the guy saved my life, and I've seen it. This is getting ridiculous. Like, he's probably not even going to survive more than that. 200 is enough. And then, like, Major Hogan tells him, he's like, he's probably not going to survive. And Wellington's like, oh, well, I prevented him from dying there. That's all he needs to worry about. Like, so. God. But, yeah, you'll see. These characters are pretty well written.
I hate to pass.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Choice cigar, Sir Henry, but duty calls. Servant, ma'am, gentlemen. No, come on, Jeremiah. Let's go and have a wash.
Jeremiah? That's a good horse name.
Silly old sod. You must indulge him, dear boy. They say he has influence. He may even have the ear of the king.
If Major Hogan makes his way up here, we've got to show him you're fit and ready for action.
But I'm not fit and ready for action.
I know that and you know that, but we can't let that murderous old bugger know that.
Pat. Richard.
Good to see you, Major Hogan.
Good to see you, Richard. How's the knee? March up and down, boy. Splendid. Splendid. Good man, Richard. Up and about, what?
Yes, sir.
Pat's maggots did the trick, eh? Where would the English be if it wasn't for the Irish? Me and Pat and Wellesley, 3 Irish heroes standing between Britannia and Bonaparte. Thank you very much, sir. Time you played your part, Richard. Wellesley's worried about you. That fella's Sharpe, Hogan. Fella that saved my life. Fella still alive, Hogan.
Where would the British be without the Irish?
Yeah. Damn his impertinence.
So we're done starving them.
There's a war on. He wants promotion, sir, says I. Again, quick at the repartee. He looks at me down his long nose. Hogan, says he. Hogan, tell Sharpe that he'll never make captain, nursing his health. His very words. Give Lieutenant Sharpe a drink, Pat. Best brandy, Richard. Took it from the French at Oporto. Sit down, man. Sit down. You seem edgy. Damned edgy. Good show, Sir Henry. Pretty sight.
Spit it out, Major. What do you want?
Now, who said I wanted anything? Well, let's just say I want your opinion. Sir Henry apart. The South Essex, what do you make of them? Man for man.
They're flogged soldiers, sir. And flogging teaches a soldier only one lesson.
What's that, Richard?
How to turn his back.
Yep. Exactly.
Do you know anything about art, Richard? You know Rubens, Botticelli.
What the devil is it, sir?
It's a map of Spain. Oh, sorry, it's upside down. Makes no difference either way. Now, here we have the River Tagus. And this is the town of Val de la Casa. There's a bridge here not marked. Wellesley wants us to destroy it.
Can you just wave in the general direction of the French, sir?
Right here, Richard. At the bridge.
You want me? No.
Is that the full strength of the regiment?
Doctor says so.
Oh, well, that's a pity now. Because you miss a chance
Is that
to see
seriously
Theresa.
the full strength of the regiment, Zaruk?
Don't know.
Theresa.
Or is that just a company? Or
But didn't I tell you that Teresa's been looking after the French for me at Val de la Casa? On top of that, destroy that bridge at Val de la Casa, and mark my words, it'll be Captain Richard Sharpe.
A captain? I'll drink to that.
Now look, sir. The 95th are leaving for England, apart from a few that are left here. Now, if General Wellesley wants me to go into country infested by French patrols, grab a bridge, and hold on to it long enough for you to blow it to Kingdom Come, well then, sir, I need a crack company of first-class men.
All right, here
My
it comes.
dear boy, that's exactly what Sir Arthur said. Hogan says Sharpe will need a crack company. We don't have one, Sir Arthur, says I. Hogan says here, I don't care if you have to steal the best regiment in the British Army, but you find Sharpe his crack company. His very words.
My God.
Ooh.
I think he means it, Pat. A company? Oh, which one, sir? The Coldstream Guards?
All right, pause.
Oh, never.
So,
What?
do you want to explain who the Coldstream Guards are?
They're one of they're one of the most elite formations in the British Army, even to this day. Even to this day, but in the Napoleonic Wars, the Coldstream Guards were part of the division connected to the First Corps of the British Army that was directly connected to Wellington's headquarters. Basically, Wellington's own.
Yep. And they are the best of the best.
Yes. The best of the best. The most elite formation in all of the British Army. At this time, in the Napoleonic Wars, even to this day.
Yeah.
The Coldstream Guards are still in existence.
Aren't the Coldstream Guards set up they're one of the guard groups in London who do
Yes.
Yeah. I believe they're the ones who wear the red. Or is it yeah, like the most famous one of the Coldstream Guards who wear the red. Yeah. Yeah, that's them. Anyway,
so Wellesley's giving a company of the Coldstream Guards to Sharpe?
Not quite. You'll see.
You mean, wait, okay, hold on.
They're naming units.
They're just like, wait,
they're trying to
am I gonna get this one? No. Am I gonna get this one? No.
Yeah.
Which one am I gonna get then? And he's gonna be so disappointed because it's gonna be the South Essex, isn't it?
Just keep watching. You'll see.
Oh my God.
The Connaught Rangers.
Okay.
Very steady.
The Connaught Rangers?
Yeah.
Let's see. The 48th Foot, sir. March a night and fight a day.
Okay, pause. The 48th Foot. I'm pretty sure they're in Total War Napoleon, the 48th Foot.
Yes.
Are they light infantry or a normal infantry group?
God, I'm blanking on it.
Hang on.
Well, they're the 48th. The 48th, I would think that's a regular line formation.
The 48th Northamptonshire Regiment of Foot.
Yes, Northamptonshire. Thank you.
And they are another elite unit.
Yes.
They actually fun fact, they are actually known as the Heroes of Talavera.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. So the 48 and then the Connaught Rangers, for those who are curious, and Jack can back me up if I'm wrong, the Connaught Rangers were an Irish unit and were made up of I think elite skirmishers.
Yes, they were a light formation.
So, yeah.
It's literally just like, what am I gonna get? The loot box. I'm gonna get a legendary pull? No. You're gonna be stuck with this unit.
Yeah.
I swear.
It's not the 48th, is it?
The South Essex Sharpe.
I fucking knew it!
Yep.
Surprise! You're getting a company full of flogged men!
Yep.
Chosen men! Back to barracks! Breeches or bolts on your bloody idlers! What the blazes are they, Harper?
They're Hoorn, sir. If I told them once, I told them 1,000 times not to go Hoorn. Why, says I, if you're desperate to hold on to something, hold a bottle. Isn't that the best advice, sir?
You bloody old bishop. What's it matter whether they piss their pox so long as they can fight?
He's an angry Sharpe.
Yeah.
So you, Tom? Where are they?
A woe unto them that rise up early in the morning and follow strong drink all day.
Oh,
So. Not now.
Isabel.
Jezebel.
Lucky. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They said they're out whoring.
Nice.
Clean them up. I want them ready for the road tomorrow. Sweat them, Sergeant. Sweat them.
Harris, I'll have that.
God bless all here. Right, lads, fall in. We've a bit of a bridge to blow up.
We ain't going anywhere, Sarge.
I'm sorry, is that
Anywhere?
insubordination I hear?
Nowhere, Sarge.
I think
we
so.
ain't gonna get ourselves killed. Just so Sharpe can become a captain.
Science. We've not been bloody well paid for bloody well 6 weeks.
We're heading for Oporto. English ships loading wine. They'll take us.
I agree.
Well,
Comes, it just stops.
I'll
Just
miss you.
stops getting a face full of booba to just say one word.
That's it.
Lucky.
You don't want the son of a whore to raise himself out of the dirt and stand the same height as Simerson, and he's no good nephew. You want Sharpe to know his place, the same way you knew your place when you first joined the rifle.
Okay, I should pause here. This is an actual really good speech. Like the message of it. It's really good. It's very well delivered.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
What he says at the end of it, yes. Also, I should point out, because if I don't point this out, I'm going to hate myself. The guy playing the violin and everything, that is the music director of the series. He plays Hagman, the poacher.
Holy fuck, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's actually playing the violin. Like the theme song to this series, like not the intro.
The fucking rock tune.
Yes, he made that, but he also does the "Here's 40 shillings on the drum."
Oh my
Those
god!
who volunteer to come. That's him.
incredible.
That's him singing, and he wrote it. Most of the music in this series was composed by him. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets a spot in the cast.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
What were ye? Broken down scribblers like Harris. Poor little bastards like Perkins. Bible thumpers like Tom. Poachers and picklocks like Hagman and Cooper. What were ye?
Oh no.
Dust on a boot. But look at you now. Chosen men. Men who wear the white cord of courage. Picked out and promoted. Why? Because you didn't know your place. Picked out because you pushed your way to the front and proved that you were braver men than those around you. Because you wanted to prove you were better men than you were ever born to be. There's no sin being born in the dirt, boys. But it's a terrible sin to want to stay there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the lesson I keep in mind.
Well, now.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Them's very dainty feet you got there, Cooper. Do you think will they carry you as far as the bridge?
They'll carry me across the bridge. And that's a promise, Sarge.
Man, this fucking man, Sergeant Harper, he knows what oppression is like.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because he's fucking Irish!
Yeah.
God bless you, boys.
And yeah, I love that quote. You know, it's not a sin to be born in the dirt, but it's a terrible sin to want to stay there.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get that, yeah.
Men at the ready, Sergeant.
Oh, the lads are fine, sir. Delighted, sir, they are. Always glad to be having a crack at the French. Nil desperandum. That's their motto, sir.
You're a lying sod, Harper. 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
Out of the way. You fella, what regiment?
The 95th.
I say, Barry, old boy, this is one of the ragamuffins we're taking along with us tomorrow. When an officer says step aside, you step aside. Maybe this'll help you to remember.
Oh, yeah!
Danger Street for a lady, ma'am.
Oh, hell fucking yes!
Okay, wait, back up. I love his quote to the Contessa when he pulls the guy off his horse. Listen to what he says.
What do you think?
Danger Street for a lady, ma'am. Should take a man with you.
Yeah!
Danger Street for a lady, ma'am. You should take a man with you. So, I may be wrong, and yes, I know at the time, striking an officer is a criminal offense. Okay, except Sharpe's a lieutenant. I'm pretty sure striking him is also a criminal offense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, which is why feuds were common.
Yeah.
Feuds were very common in Napoleonic, especially the British forces in the Napoleonic Wars. Feuds were common because officers were given almost impunity to bicker with each other. Mm-hmm. Of course, unless it was a grand offense that they committed, which defaced, of course, the nation.
Yeah.
Put the weapon down, Bond.
Yeah.
Major Hogan, I have been struck by a common soldier. I believe the penalty for striking an officer is death.
Death is certainly the penalty for striking that officer, sir. That was Sharpe of the 95th.
What? The ragamuffin that jumped from the ranks? By God, sir, I'll teach him to touch a gentleman. I'll call him out, sir. I'll see him at dawn.
I'll second you, old boy.
A duel? Oh, give me your hand, sir. You're a brave fellow, Gibbons. Sharpe's a killer. Killed 3 French cavalrymen and saved Wellesley's life. 3 seconds, slash, cut, thrust. And that's while he was still a sergeant. Shall we say 6 o'clock tomorrow morning in the field behind the camp?
Wait.
Or shall we say it was damn dark? And you made a damn bad mistake.
I love how he's like, oh, do you want to do this tomorrow morning, or do you just want to say it was dark and you made a stupid mistake?
Good thinking, Gibbons. Sharpe would have shot out your left eye at 6:01, and you would have spent all day tomorrow looking up at nothing with the other. Come on. Come on.
Very old boy.
Don't worry, old boy. Sharpe is a dead man.
Jeez. Oh, God. Got the flogging. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know who they would pick to do the flogging and everything, but if that were me, I would be like, sir, with all due respect, I refuse.
NCOs.
Yeah.
NCOs.
Yeah. If it were me, I'd be like, I can't do it, sir. I cannot whip my fellow servicemen. I can't do that. I mean, they'd probably whip me after that, too, but I'd be like, I can't do it. I won't strike my fellow soldier.
Pints of rum, Pat. Half and half.
gonna be all right. Sharpe special. Pint of best rum. Half and half. Half in your belly.
Not me, Markettle. I have not served.
And half in your back.
Okay, I'm sure that sucked.
Oh my god.
But, pause, there's actually a reason for that. So in the book, they actually explain why they do that. Because,
why?
Well, for one, when you take enough lashes, many men who were flogged and lashed like that, if those wounds were not properly treated, they could get infected because there were a number of them. And especially in the climate. And remember, sometimes guys didn't get their uniforms cleaned for like weeks. So guys could get open wounds like that infected. So what they would do in the book, what they do is they give him some of the rum, dump the rest of it down his back, and because it's alcohol, it sterilizes the wounds. And then they take him to the doctor.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, granted, it sucks as someone who's like I haven't had like that kind of cut, but I have had a cut that was exposed to like to rubbing alcohol before. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, don't.
Yeah, no. No, it's painful.
No. Yep. Yeah, there it is.
Sir Henry says it keeps the chin up.
There's better ways to keep a chin up.
Sharpe, isn't it? Made a name for yourself in India, Battle of Assaye, as I recollect. I was there myself with the 78th.
I saw the 78th advance. On their own. The man who made a name for himself on that day was an officer of the 78th. A man by the name of Lennox.
A long time ago. I had a life soldiering then that retired me. My wife died. The South Essex was all I could get. But thank you for reminding me I was once a damn good soldier. Now, wipe your boots, I'll take you to meet a damn bad one.
Oh, bleed me, damn you, Parton! This Scarifier is the latest thing in London.
What?
Do it!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's bleeding. He's bleeding
I always
himself.
find a flogging brings on
Why?
a spleen. Do you find that too,
Good
Major
question.
Hagen?
Watching a flogging, Sir Henry, builds up huge combustible gases in the internal organs. Combustible gas, if confined, will act like a charge of blasting powder. Speaking as an engineer, I think it were best to bleed you again.
Well, you heard him. Do you think I want to burst? Bleed me!
So, allow me to explain, because
is this like a version of like sadomasochism, or
No,
is there a purpose to it?
There is a
or
purpose to it. So,
what's the purpose?
So, at the time, and again, for those of us who are part of the 21st century and know what medicine is and what it does, this makes us uncomfortable. But even at this point in history, there were still some doctors who believed bleeding was a way to make people feel better.
Like getting rid of the quote old blood?
Yes. And letting fresh blood. So the reason they're doing this is that it's believed that if you were to do this, it helps keep, fresh blood circulating.
Your blood regulated.
Yeah, and and there were also some accounts that because you're actually in pain, it gets adrenaline flowing because you are in pain and your body reacts to that. Now, again, to modern audiences like us, we look at that and like, what the hell are y'all on about? But at the time, yeah. And as for what Major Hogan said, Hogan's lying through his teeth. He's basically like saying, because in the book, Simerson is like a hypochondriac who literally thinks like all kinds of stuff can get him sick. So Hogan's basically telling him,
that's why he's doing this.
Yeah, Hogan's telling him, oh yeah, watching stuff like that, like painful stuff like that, can cause intestinal buildup, which could cause you which is like a blasting charge, which could get you, cause you to explode.
So he's purposely getting him to do it more.
Yeah. Again, he wants him dead. So
yeah, I mean, Wellesley wants him dead too.
Yeah, which is why you saw Captain Leroy there smirking the whole time, because even he knows this is bullshit. Also, we're about to hear another great line from the series. I'll let you know when it is, because it's really good.
And who the devil are you, sir?
Lieutenant Sharpe, sir.
No, you're not. You're a damn disgrace. Get him a decent jacket.
No, sir. This is the green jacket of my regiment, sir. The 95th. It is an honor to wear it, sir. Whatever its condition.
I love that. That's the line.
My orders, sir.
I love that line. This is the jacket of my...
It is an honor to wear it, no matter the condition.
Yeah, this is the jacket of my regiment, the 95th. It's an honor to wear it in any condition, sir. It's also funny because you could look at Captain Leroy like, oh shit. Like, even he's like, all right, we got someone here. In the book, Captain Leroy is actually taken aback by that response. And actually, he tells Sharpe later, he's like, that's the first person I've ever seen tell Simerson, directly to his face, no, I'm impressed, Sharpe. Continue to impress me. We might make something out of you yet.
Yeah.
Whatever its condition.
What? You are under my orders, sir.
With respect, Sir Henry, the situation is that General Wellesley has placed Lieutenant Sharpe and his men in my disposition.
But damn it, sir, I am in command.
Well, it's just because you are in command, sir. The General Wellesley doesn't want to add to your many responsibilities, viz. the South Essex, the March de Val de la Casa, the relations with the Spanish allies. So much to do. Also, there are certain exigencies of engineering to which Lieutenant Sharpe is particularly suited.
Fetch and carry, eh? Well, you may get to fight too, Sharpe. Done any soldiering?
A little, sir.
You look old for a lieutenant.
I came from the ranks, sir.
You mean you're not a gentleman?
No, sir.
By God, Sharpe, this will not do. All my officers are gentlemen.
That being so, sir, I think we should introduce ourselves like gentlemen.
Quite so, Captain Leroy, quite so.
My name's Leroy. Mighty pleased to meet you, Mr. Sharpe.
From America, sir?
No, sir. From Virginia.
Captain Leroy is one of those brave American loyalists who refuse to accept the ravages of democracy, and whose father fought for his son against Washington.
Washington won.
Fortunately, Captain Leroy has ample means to console himself during his exile.
Slaves, cotton, and molasses, sir. All melted down into golden guineas.
I suppose I must introduce you to Lieutenants Gibbons and Berry.
I've met the young gentleman, sir.
I hope you know your place, Sharpe.
You've made it very clear, sir.
Tell me, who made you an officer?
Sir Arthur Wellesley, sir.
Wellesley! Ha! Wellesley don't know what makes a good soldier. Not many do. Do you know Mr. Sharpe?
Yes, sir.
And what makes a good soldier, Sharpe?
The ability to fire 3 rounds a minute in any weather, sir.
3 a minute? The South Essex can fire 2 on a good day. You think you could do better, Mr. Sharpe?
Yes, sir.
You have until sunset, sir. Any man who cannot fire 3 rounds a minute will be flogged. Carry on, Sharpe. Yeah. It's all Wells's doing. Upstarts everywhere. But no need to tell you that, Captain Leroy. I'm told that in America, common merit counts for more than birth or wealth.
Whoever told you that, sir, is a goddamn liar. Democracy or monarchy don't make no difference. Money talks. Merit walks.
Well, damn if that don't sound familiar today.
Yeah. I was gonna say, my God, look at this fucking sorry lot.
Send them to Ireland. We'd be free in a week.
And yes, Marketto, that was Daniel Craig. You're correct.
Look at that fucking sorry lot. Also, I want to go back a minute. I want to go back. Okay, let's play Spot the Mosin Nagants. Right here, this one here with the groove in the side of the stock. There's one there. There's one right next to it too. Pretty good start. Pretty good start, 2 already.
Send them to Ireland. We'd be free in a week.
And send them to Ireland. We'd be free in a week.
Two rounds the minute, sir.
That's a piece of plastic. Piece of plastic. Piece of plastic. Piece of plastic. Piece of... I'm gonna lose my mind.
What the devil are you doing here?
Mr. Berry's orders, sir.
The French are over there. Waiting.
Waiting.
They fire 3 rounds a minute. You fire 2.
By sunset tomorrow, you'll all be dead.
By sunset tomorrow, you'll all be dead.
You'll all be dead.
Take off your jackets and stocks.
Okay, what's really funny is that in the book for this scene, when they do this, he actually makes them all stack their stocks up and use them for target practice.
But they don't do that here?
No, because they don't have enough men. They wouldn't
they
wouldn't be able to make a big enough pile. But in the book, he's got like the whole because I think this is not a company of men.
This does not. Well, it does. It looks like a very small company, but in the book, I assume it's the whole formation.
It's the full one. It's the full thing, and he has like a full company of men to basically get them together and shoot them. And they basically stack their stocks up and use them for target practice, which I think is great.
Jesus Christ!
Pours the powder. Spits the bullet.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Just a gentle tap of the butt to send it down.
Gentle tap.
20 seconds. Now the trick is to keep the muzzle up to stop the bloody bullet falling out. Of course, the muzzle needs to point up anyway. The frog coming towards you is high up on a horse. Right. Let's get to work. Double ranks, Mr. Denny.
Double ranks?
And Mr. Denny, if you see any man doing anything...
Oh my god!
Double ranks?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And Mr. Denny.
Look! 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 Look, Zaruk!
Yeah, that's a bolt action. That's a bolt action.
Bolt! A bolt! A bolt! Oh my god! And what the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
What is that fucking mechanism?
And the thing is that what's crazy to me is that they have, okay, I get it. This was made in 1993, but I've seen the things at the Royal Armoury in London. They have replica, muskets. That you could get a replica musket.
You think the Royal Armoury is gonna let any of their stock go to someone like the Sharpe producers?
Considering
Probably not.
Considering they gave the exact one that Sean Bean uses in this series to him.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So when Sean Bean did his little special on Waterloo, you can actually look up Sean Bean at Waterloo. Sean Bean goes to the Royal Armouries in London. They give him a replica rifle from the time, and they mentioned he goes I used one of these. He's like, yeah, that's the exact one, sir. He said that's the exact one that you were given. So
my god.
Yeah, it's funny because I guess he didn't know that because he's like, oh, okay. But yeah, they let him shoot it. They gave him an actual one that's from the probably because he was the main character. But yeah, they gave him an actual one. So,
wow, okay, I take that back. Maybe they would. It's just hard to tell.
Well, and Bo and Tara, the reason they had Zulu had better replicas is because Zulu was one movie. This was a series. Not to mention,
well, yeah,
I think they shot. I don't know where they filmed Zulu, but the problem was this
South Africa.
Yeah, this one was filmed in Spain. Oh no, I take that back. I'm sorry. Some of them were filmed in Ukraine. Some of them were filmed in Eastern Europe. So they probably couldn't get the fun. And remember, these were always done on a shoestring budget. That's what Sharpe is known for, a shoestring budget. So,
yeah. I get that. I get
If
that.
you see any man doing anything not in the manual,
Take his name, sir.
give him half a pint of rum on the spot, Mr. Denny. Time this, Mr. Denny. Tell them to load and fire in their own time.
Load and fire in your own time.
Oh, good God, here we fucking go. Jesus, not again. Prime, pour,
The bite, pull, spit, tap. Yeah.
Tap! Aim! Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Bite. Pour. Spit. Tap. Aim. You're forgetting the prime.
Yeah.
Spit.
Tap. It should be bite, prime, pour, spit, tap, aim.
Steady now, Dobbs. Bite.
Pull, spit, tap, aim.
Do it again, Dobbs. Cartridge. Bite. Pour. Spit. Tap. Aim.
Damn it, Josephina. I was worried about you.
Why? Did you think that Mr. Sharpe had stolen me away?
He tends to have that effect on people.
There was that first woman in the first movie that was like,
seconds in hand, sir.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. 4 shots a minute.
Sharpe.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Stop showing off,
off, Sharpe.
Stop showing off, Sharpe.
Stop showing off, Sharpe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Set on earth for everyone, quite equally to share.
Okay, I may be wrong here. Maybe you can help me out here, Jack. But would chosen men be given swords?
Yes. 95th Riflemen. Those aren't swords technically. They're sword bayonets.
Oh.
Because the Baker rifle issued to sharpshooters in the British Army, they couldn't have socket bayonets, obviously, because of the length of the barrel and the stock being tinkered to suit the rifle's capability. So instead, you notice, this is the perfect shot here. You notice how this man's Baker rifle has that little knob on the side of it right here sticking out?
Yeah.
That's the locking lug that they would slide their sword bayonets onto the side of the barrel. So all soldiers of, say, the 95th that had Baker's rifles, they were given swords, quote-unquote swords, but in actuality, they were a type of bayonet.
Okay.
But they could use them as swords if they wanted to.
Also, real quick, hey Mira, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders, and thank you, Ohada Yano. Yeah, I got raided. Thank you, Ohada Yano, for the follow. My name is Zaruk Windcaller. This is my friend ShilohJack.
Howdy.
And we are watching the second Sharpe movie. Jack is a master of history, and I guess I am too, but he knows more than I do about this. So we're picking, critiquing, and making fun of the movie. So, yeah, sit back, relax, make yourselves at home. Dragon Raid, stick 'em up. I will not.
Also, I want to say something.
Yeah, what's up?
This is an artillerist's uniform.
I was about to ask. That doesn't look like a supply officer's uniform.
This is an artillerist's uniform. It's just one measly wagon. One measly fucking wagon for a whole company.
Yeah, no. That's because the he's carrying the explosives for the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to be an engineer, I think.
I see. Well, okay. Sure. I'll have to double check on my uniforms, but the blue with the red patterns and the yellow lining, that's technically an artillerist's uniform.
Yes, yes, Ohada. I'm a history fan, a history buff. So is Shiloh. So is Jack. Yes, Bowen Terra says Shiloh's hat looks a bit similar to that guy's. Yeah, it's a shako.
I'm actually a Civil War themed VTuber, but I'm wearing a Napoleonic era British shako to show my my epicness tonight. Yeah, but there's some stuff about the swords, the sword bayonets going on about the Civil War. You're aware of the Mississippi rifle?
Yeah.
Are you aware of that type?
Yes.
It's the shortened rifled caliber percussion cap musket that was issued to specific units during the Mexican War. But many Confederate skirmisher units used the Mississippi rifle. The Mississippi rifle also had sword bayonets.
Okay.
They didn't have socket bayonets. So like the Bakers, they had little swords that they could hook onto the sides of the barrel.
Is that why like anything can be a bayonet if you thrust it hard enough?
Basically, basically, yes.
I'm trying to remember, like, I don't know if you've seen it before, like that movie, The Lost Battalion. It's a World War I movie about the...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know, probably at that time, I think they would have been out of fashion, but I think they were actually issued sword bayonets of some kind in that movie, because
they had sword bayonets because sword bayonets or the knife bayonets replaced socket bayonets at that time because it was more sufficient and you could just clip it on. The only real notable First World War era gun that still used a socket bayonet was the Mosin Nagant.
Of course, the Mosin. So
yeah.
So essentially, like, the difference with the sword bayonets was what? You could just slide them on. You didn't have to twist them or anything.
Nope. Exactly.
Huh. So we're talking.
Yeah, slide them on and they locked in place.
With your blood. So we're talking like basically the grandfather to the old-fashioned like M1 Garand bayonet that you would just slip over the end of the barrel.
Let me see if I can find an image for you. Baker rifle bayonet. Let me see here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like with the bayonet fixed.
Huh.
See, there's a little notch in the handle of the sword that you would clip on to the gun itself.
Seems
and there's
silly to put a handle
the full
on
package.
That, but okay.
There's the full package.
Yeah, that seems a
right
little silly to put a handle on that.
Surprise!
Oh yeah, it definitely is a little bit silly, but nonetheless, that's how a sword bayonet functioned. And if I were to pull up Mississippi rifle, if I were to pull that up, this had the exact same functionality. See?
Yeah.
See? And the sword actually had a little locking lug there. So it was you would clip that onto the side.
Okay.
Clip it onto the side there.
What I was trying to say,
same functionality.
My area of expertise is more through the lens of mythology rather than... Oh, cool. Well, in that case, you should probably check out Epic the Musical. I think you would like that, Ohara Yano. Epic the Musical is it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a musical based on the Iliad and the Odyssey. You'd probably like that a lot.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, so it's literally the entire first act is up on, like, you can find it on YouTube now. The guy, it's a concept album, it's a concept musical right now. But the guy doing it, I think I don't know if he's George or Jorge Riveres, and he's doing, like, he's literally written and done the music for, like, it starts at Troy, then we go to, like, the, we go to Troy, then the Cyclops, then the Ocean, then the Circe saga, and Act 1 ends with the Underworld saga, and it's basically a bunch of songs, like, that tells the story of the Odyssey, and it's really well done, so some really good music in it. In fact, you've probably, without even knowing it, Jack, you've probably seen or heard some of the music from it, because a lot of the music has been used in either in memes or in, animatic tests or stuff. Like, one of them was was for Ruthlessness, was, "You are the worst kind of good, 'cause you're not even great." Like, it's a really good, and it follows the mythology. That's the coolest part. It follows the mythology perfectly. I mean, there's a few exceptions here and there. But it's really well done. And if you're like me, who loves musical theater, like Hamilton is my favorite performance of all time, then yeah, this is really cool too. And the fact that, he's openly said, this is just a concept. I want to see, I want to get this done and see what people think of it. But there are I think one of the songs has 10 million views on it on YouTube. So I think he's got something here.
Right.
Yeah.
interesting. I'll have to look that up.
Up your gallant heart, try and think about those poachers' bones.
There you go. You can see the little lug on the side of the rifle right there, that little rectangular thing.
Soldering, sir.
Looking classy, Hogan.
Fun, ain't it, Josephina?
What are those guys carrying?
Have you ever been in battle?
They're carrying the colors, but they have covers on them to protect them from the weather.
Medal.
Okay.
It made me cry.
Countess not cooperating, old boy.
I wish I knew what would please her.
Ask the maids.
What the blazes you on about, Barry, old boy?
Her name's Jacinta. I had a bit of a fumble with her last night.
Bit out of the bottom drawer, Barry, eh?
I'm not exactly top drawer myself, old boy. The Countess owes her maids 2 months' wages.
I say, Barry, old boy, what say you lend me some tin and I pay the maids on the quiet?
I don't lend, old boy. I'll play cards with you for 3 guineas. Or you can touch your Uncle Henry.
Damn it, Barry, I had to touch him again yesterday to settle what I owed you.
3 guineas, double or nothing tonight, eh?
Captain Leroy, tell Sharpe to get a move on.
Madam? Sorry about this, Sharpe. Sir Henry's compliment. And you're not to dawdle in the rear.
Right, lads. If we can't dawdle in the rear,
we'll dawdle up front.
We may as well dawdle in the front.
Took the words out of my mouth, sir.
You go.
War
Get
is
up
as
there.
natural to man, sir,
As nature, sir?
Huh? Yes. Natural as nature. What the blazes?
Quick time, sir. The rifle regiment has only 2 marches. Quick time and dawdling.
What have they brought the woman for?
Because they don't know any better.
I actually had to look this up. Quick time is a real thing. It's basically, you know, it's normal speed, quick time, and then double time.
Yes.
And I don't know why they're like walking and jogging. Like, quick time's supposed to be just a light jog.
It is.
Whereas double
Quick
time, double
no,
time is...
actually,
oh, really?
Actually, no. I'm going with this from War for Independence knowledge because I have experience in this, but slow march. So if we're going by beats per minute, right? If we're going by beats per minute, you know, 60 beats a minute. Bum, 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 bum. You know, 60 beats, 120, bum, 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 bum. 100 beats a minute. 100 beats, bum, 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 bum is the average for quick time march. Quick time is left, right for many military formations. Slow march is going down to 60. 60 to 70 beats a minute is slow march. Double quick is, if I said bam, 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 150. Bam, 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 bam. You're expected to go left, right, left, right, left, right. That's double quick. That's entering the double quick. So slow and quick time are interchangeable, but slow march is often used for formal occasions.
Yeah.
Quick march is just normal, everyday walking speed. The light jog is double quick or the double time.
Yeah. And like, which is funny to me because from one of my buddies who's a former serviceman put it, he's like, if you hear double time, if you hear an officer in the U.S. military say double time, that's basically code for you better start hauling ass.
Yeah, it's turned into that.
Yeah.
It's turned into that now.
Don't miss, damn you.
Sharpe, he's in trouble, come on! Come back at once, Major Lennox. Sharpe brought it on himself, sir. The South Essex will advance slowly and with caution, Major Lennox.
Did you get them?
Sup, bro?
Yeah.
Ballin', lads. No dawdling now.
Sup, bro?
He's making fools of us.
And what the fuck? Okay, wait a second. So I have a question.
Yeah.
So
Boys?
why is Sharpe's formation so fucking small?
Well, okay. In the books, he actually has like a rifle unit, like his So in the books, he does have control of a rifle company, but the issue here is that again,
There'll be hundreds of people.
Yeah, but the rifle company he has is like, yeah, but they always focus down to like, I think in the books, it's depicted as a full-size company, or a group of that, or a break-off of that. But the thing here is that, again, budget. They don't have the numbers to have, because again, yes, he would have a rifle, he had a rifle detachment and the South Essex, a company of the South Essex. But in this case, what they're doing is they're basically focusing on the named members of the 95th in the books.
I see.
Yeah,
okay,
his chosen
that makes
men.
sense.
Who's for an apple?
The chosen men.
Pay him.
How dare you, sir?
The Spanish are our allies, sir. We do not loot comrades in arms.
Don't lecture me on allies, sir. We're on our way to meet a high-ranking Spanish colonel. That's what I call an ally, not some stinking peasant.
General Wellesley's orders are to pay for all food and drink, sir.
Wellesley's a fool. The French live off the land, why not us? You want to pay him, Mr. Sharpe. Pay him from your own purse.
I will pay.
This is between me and him, Countess.
So I should give some context here. In the book, the reason Sharpe wants to be captain so badly is
Think you've
because
got the tin, Sharpe?
that he doesn't have he does not have a lot of money, like at all.
No.
The thing is Sharpe, like, so he's got money, like in the books. Sharpe basically has this, like, to give a little context, Sharpe has this big jewel that he got in India, and he fences it off in Spain, so he's got a ton of money. But he loses a bunch of it when, like, it's, like, his uniform gets, because he sews it, with some help, he sews a lot of the jewels and, like, excess stuff into his uniform, so people won't know he has it. And then his uniform gets stolen.
Oh, shit.
He loses a lot of his money, and that's one of the reasons why he wants to be a captain. So not only does he have the authority to stop people from doing that, but he also will be able to afford stuff and live a
he gets
life.
an increase in pay.
Mm-hmm. And so what happens is that in the book, this event happens, and he's more than willing to pay. It's just, the thing is that he keeps thinking, he's like, I'm burning through what I've got left. And if I reveal that I have all these jewels and stuff on me, or whatever I've got left, then I'm in deep trouble. So I can't do that. So he basically has to, like, pay with, like, pocket change, basically.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
No.
I should also mention in the book,
Is this Nada too, eh? Hey, you rot! Shoot the blackguard!
Don't move, Sir Henry! Sharpshooter, sir.
Yo, oh fuck.
Hey, Teresa!
It's her again!
Yep.
This.
Commandante Teresa.
Yo, it's Sharpe's first
leader
lover.
Of the guerrillas.
Yep,
the Spanish call her the
Commandante
needle.
Teresa.
Don't ask why.
Hell yeah.
Buenos dias, Commandante Teresa.
Let's go, Hogan, and get these fools out of here. The man with the cart is Capitan Garcia, the commander of this region. I'm hoping he will join forces with me. The guns were a token of goodwill. understand me?
Perfectly. A marriage of convenience. Well, let's be on our way, Sir Henry.
South follow me!
That fucking small of a formation is easy pickings for anybody.
Yep.
And so that's like a reenactment level size. I love that. Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
That's the fucking bridge.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Well, remember, they said it was an unmarked bridge. It wasn't on the map. So of course it's gonna look sad.
Camp here tonight, Sir Henry. Destroy the bridge at dawn. This evening we dine with the Spanish officers. Teresa, I want you to keep Josephina company. And you'll need all your strength for tomorrow. That's an order.
Oh, now ain't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
He will make good his right to be a pilgrim.
If you're wondering why he's the only guy on the bridge, he's the only one who speaks French, so he could understand them if they were getting close.
Oh, I see.
And in a soft bosom,
That is a pretty looking campsite. I do not fucking think that every single fucking soldier would be given an A-frame tent, though.
Yeah.
An A-frame tent is a tent, by the way, with 3 sides enclosed.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have like that one, like the guy cutting his toenails.
Yeah.
Like they had a cloth, and I believe that 2 soldiers were responsible for half a tarp each, and they would bunk together. The A-frame tents were only reserved for officers.
Mm-hmm.
Is Britannia afraid of Napoleon? No, sir. Britannia is not.
Well, that's a bold-faced lie. Britain was very afraid of Napoleon.
Yeah, everyone was fucking afraid of Napoleon. That's why they fucking declared war on him.
Yeah.
Actually a fanboy.
What's that, you know...
Not on France, but on him.
Yeah, that quote from that movie. Well, they've done it. They've declared war not on France, but on me. Not because they've declared on me. Me, myself. Because they honor you, sire. They make a country out of you.
Yes, they admire you, sire, by declaring you a nation.
Yes.
No shit!
In the presence of our gallant allies, to acknowledge the auspicious portents of our Anglo-Spanish alliance.
Bravo!
And it gives me great pleasure to propose this toast. Gentlemen, to His Most Catholic Majesty, King Ferdinand VII.
King Ferdinand VII.
And I'm sure that makes every British officer tense up because no one wants to say that.
No one wants to fucking say anything about Catholicism.
Yeah.
Good night, Major. Enjoy yourself.
I will. I've laid 10 guineas with Leroy that Sir Henry will talk for a full hour. 5 minutes more, and I'll have won my bet.
Bravo, Sir Henry! More!
Bad luck, old boy.
Good night, Christian. Lieutenant Barry.
Good night, Countess dear.
Did I say duty? Indeed I did. What else but duty brought me from the city of Sharpe?
Fun little fact, they actually played cards with each other for this scene.
Cards, old boy?
Yeah.
Afraid you've cleaned me out, Barry, old boy.
Yeah, they actually played cards here, which I think is funny.
I've no luck at cards. I've no luck in love.
Nothing left.
You have the Countess. And the Countess has troubles.
What the devil are you on about, old boy?
I'll give you 3 guineas on her. You win, and you go and pay her maids. I'm sure she'll show her gratitude.
What happens if you win, old boy, huh?
Then I go and pay her maids.
I say, Barry, you don't mean,
Cards, old boy?
I was having a wee chat with one of the maids, sir. Jacinta. Nice girl. But it seems Berry's been enjoying her favours. It appears the Countess is a wee bit hard up, sir. And you know, she wasn't born a Countess at all, but sort of, well, worked her way up through the ranks.
So did I, Harper.
If Berry's tumbling the maid, sir, he knows the Countess is in trouble.
Who goes there? Beg pardon, Mum.
Behind you! They're behind you!
Doesn't matter.
They're coming from the direction of the campsite.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Disciplined soldiers still hold people accountable.
Oh, well.
I mean, they do it at Firewatch and basic training. Stand and be recognized.
Así que todo el mundo lo sabe. No, nadie está seguro. Enséñales el dinero y todos callarán. ¿Y a ti qué te importa? ¿Nunca has tenido dinero en tu vida?
Lo tuve. Los gabachos me lo robaron todo.
¿Qué quieres a cambio?
Quiero ver sus caritas cuando les enseñes el dinero. Gibbons y Barry. Esos don Juanes solo se atreven con mujeres sin dinero.
¿Por qué escondes tus sentimientos? Eres buena.
Hasta la mañana, señor. Hasta mañana, señor.
Pretty sure there's some kind of regulation against being drunk in the British Army.
Yes, yes. But it was never, ever, very, very, very rarely enforced.
Mm-hmm.
Bad luck, old boy.
No se olvide del dinero, señora.
I say, Barry, old chap.
Don't mean to back down on a debt of honor, do you, old boy?
What's that for, old boy?
The Countess has been very naughty.
What?
Making eyes at Sharpe. Making little
What
of
the
you.
fuck?
Making a fool of Sir Henry, calling herself a Countess. Very naughty indeed. Naughty girls get spanked.
Holy fuck! What the shit? Oh, what a fucking... Okay, bro.
Teresa?
This or this?
How about this?
Yeah! Yeah! Oh yeah! Destroy Bond!
What's got you boys all riled up?
The honor of the South Essex, sir. Lieutenant Berry unmasked this woman as an imposter and asked her to leave. This woman can't even pay her own servants. I want her out of the camp tonight. Mr. Berry, see to it. Bag and baggage.
This woman is under my protection, sir.
What? How dare you, sir?
I hold an officer's commission. It is both my right and my duty to take a woman in distress into my care.
Guess he's got that right.
Only if he can pay for her protection.
Mr. Berry is right, Captain Leroy. Mr. Sharpe must pay the servants.
Hey, Mr. Sharpe. You dropped your purse when you was tussling with a young gentleman.
Oh, wow.
He does that in the book, too.
Leroy's got some honor to him.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that he's, you know, a slave-owning aristocrat.
Mm-hmm.
Iros de mi vista.
Captain Leroy.
Slaves, cotton, and molasses, sir.
Yeah, no need to rub it in.
Yeah, translation, I've got money. Don't worry about
Leroy.
it.
Translation, I love exploitation.
Good night.
You're lucky to have him. He's lucky to have me.
Yeah.
You risked a lot defending her. She's very beautiful.
Okay.
She's a woman. She needed help.
We got Sharpe the feminist?
Killed him.
Based?
Yeah. So, pause for a second. In the books, Sharpe is not this nice.
No, I was gonna say.
In the books, Sharpe is like, as I've told you before, it's basically like rebel, rogue, and, you know, rake, but the one man you want on your side. Sharpe is more morally gray in the books, and there's some things that Sharpe does that are just downright morally black. They're not good.
Right.
He does some evil things. However, no matter the action, when it comes to defending a woman or doing something like that, he's always front and center. He does not like seeing women treated that way. Now, as for why, it depends. Like, the book portrays it as, the women are the fairer sex and they need to be defended because it's the right thing to do. Well, no. He even says in the books, he's like, it's not because they're women, it's because someo's in danger, I'm going to do something about it.
Well, of course.
However, in
the damsel in distress trope.
Yeah. Not always, though. Like with Teresa, he knows she doesn't need him. He's just doing it because it's the right thing to do. But in this scene in the book, the reason he goes in there is not to save the Countessa. It's because he literally views it as, oh, this is a chance for me to kill Barry. All right.
Oh, well.
Like, he literally views it as, I can go in there and actually beat him to death.
Nice.
But it goes outside and gets public. And so Sharpe views it as, I have to make this look like a scene. Which is why he kept getting his ass kicked. Because Sharpe could very easily kill Lieutenant Barry. Because in the book, Lieutenant Barry is drunk. Sharpe isn't. So he could very easily kill him. But no, he does it to make a scene.
I see.
What happens when soldiers run wild? It will cause more trouble for her.
Not with you to protect her.
Promise me you will take care of her. My job here is done. I brought Garcia and Major Hogan together. I'm leaving. Tomorrow.
Stay with me.
Oh, got some of that blood on the lips, too.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
What's really sick is that in the book, he actually goes into detail about how they actually plan to blow this thing. He actually goes into the engineering detail about what they do.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
French infantry, sir.
Oh shit. Some skirmishers, maybe.
A 4-man skirmishing group?
A 4-man, yeah.
Oh, well, now. Well, they're giving them something to look at.
I say, Hogan, enemy in sight. Then let's get some prizes, dear boys. Major Lennox?
Sir?
You will take men on the colors and chase away those damn French.
But we are about to destroy the bridge, sir, and these are very green troops.
Do you disobey my orders, sir?
I have never disobeyed an order in my life, sir. Mr. Denny, call out the guard.
Sir. Turn out the guard! Right face!
Floppy.
Very, very.
Okay, so riddle me this. A color
Yes.
guard, even in every unit, I'm assuming there's a color guard. Are they supposed to
Yes.
be like the elite of a unit, or?
They're hand chosen.
Okay.
They're promoted to be the color bearer. A lot of times, sergeants are the color bearers unless the regiment has an official ensign in which the officer acts as a color bearer in a very, very large formation of the battalion.
Mm-hmm.
But in a small guard detachment like this, I can guarantee probably that a private is the color bearer, because again, he has no insignia, he has no chevrons, no epaulettes, no nothing. It's just the stereotypical rank and file uniform. So, but it should be a sergeant.
Yeah.
In a small formation.
Now, I should mention in the book, this is like, as you've seen, this is a very small detachment. In the book, they lead an entire company over the bridge.
Bro.
Well, like, sorry, half of a company, like a section of a company.
Okay, a section.
Yeah, section of a company.
Bro.
This is a fool's mission. Watch my flank, Sharpe.
What the fuck? Wait a second.
Are you about to ask why is that guy got a
why
pipe?
Why does he have a halberd?
That's a pike.
Why does
That's a pike.
It's the pike, yes, but why does the private have a pike?
I have no idea.
The officers should have pikes or halberds as a symbol of status. It should be Derry holding the pike.
Okay, also, question, why would you, it's the Napoleonic era, why would you give your guys halberds and pikes?
It's a symbol of status, and it's also there to keep men in position. Because it's long, and officers, when they're trained in how to use the halberd, the officer's pike, they can use that to keep men in formation by, putting it over to their sides and directing men, and it, of course, just to express their status as well.
All right.
But why does a private have it?
Those aren't skirmishers.
Yeah, you're right. There's just 4 of them.
Yeah.
Make ready! Present! Fire!
That's a shitty fucking thing. Are you kidding me?
What's the fight?
No fucking way.
Cavalry! Chosen men!
No fucking way.
Destroy the bridge! Destroy the bridge! Up there!
Pause, what's up?
What the fuck is happening?
That...
Are you fucking kidding me? They get fucking ambushed?
Yeah.
Bro, they fucking... Oh my god.
Should I point out that maybe it's just me, but even though that's only like 20 or 30 guys, I'm pretty sure they understand the basics of get into a square, right?
They know how to get into some kind of anti-cavalry formation, but again, this is honing in. They're green.
Yeah.
They don't know shit, but okay, but still. It's been a long time since I've heard that off noise for the musket firing. Nice one, Derry. Nice one.
A good kill, Mr. Denny. There's more to go.
Oh, Lennox is down. Oh shit, this is where Lennox dies! Motherfuckers. Oh, and there go the king's colors.
Yep. So I should mention in the book, you probably saw it in like the start of it, there were guys running away. In the book, most of the guys stand and die to a man.
Yeah, say they're just running.
Yeah. Now there are survivors, like Denny survives, as does Captain Leroy.
I lost the colors. I want an eagle. An imperial eagle, touched by the hand of Bonaparte himself. Hey, Sharpe. It's got a brass point. You push it in deep so I can feel it.
Dead.
An eagle. Guess a dying man can dream.
At a place called the Sea, I saw a whole army ready to run. Then a major of the 78th took a step to his front and steadied the line. That's him. Major Lennox, 78th Highlanders.
So, fun fact, that's actually not made up. During the there's the real life Battle of Assaye. The 78th Highlanders advance into the Sepoy army they're fighting against, and due to a bad windstorm that kicks up, the
Marathas.
Yeah, the Marathas. I apologize, but yes, during the battle, a windstorm gets kicked up due to all the gunfire, and the 78th Highlanders are literally out front alone, and like they form square and basically hold ranks, until Wellington's able to get forces over there to rescue them. And in the book, like, it's described as like, it gets so bad and the square gets so small with so many guys left that the scary thing is that they can actually see the Marathas rolling a cannon into position because the men won't break. The Highlanders don't break. And in the end, I think it said that only a quarter of the unit is left after the battle.
Oh, jeez.
But they refuse to break ranks. And now Major Lennox, I believe, is either a real person or based off a real person. And sadly, that real man was a Assaye, but he also dies during the Peninsular Campaign. So,
see here. Let me type in keyword. 2 battalions. Let's take a look here. I'll pull that up.
78th Highlanders.
See. 78th Highlanders were the first to reach the enemy in the southern sector next to the river, the Kailna River.
Yeah.
They paused 50 yards from the Marathas and unleashed a volley of musket fire before launching into a bayonet charge. 4 battalions of Madras infantry to the right of the 78th, accompanied by Madras pioneers, reached Pullman's line shortly after, and they attacked in the same fashion. Looks like 78th. I'm going to look up the thing here. I'm going to look up the thing here. No, can't. I think Lennox is based off of one of the commanders.
Yes. Let's see. Where was let's see. Where's I was reading command. Oh, that's the. Let's see. Yep, and they they get, as you can imagine, they got absolutely like massacred during that battle, but they didn't pull back.
No,
So,
they did not give up. They did not give up.
Which is why, if I recall correctly, Wellington was often mentioning, he's like, I want more Highlanders and more Irish soldiers, because they don't run.
No, they don't run.
I thought he was just an old man. Sir, what will Mr. Sharpe do now that Major Lennox has asked him for an eagle?
I didn't hear Sharpe say nothing about no eagle, Mr. Denny. And neither did you.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
You want to live, Mr. Denny? You stay away from Sharpe.
Blinked. He just, like, his eyes twitched.
Mm-hmm.
So they've just been cut off.
No, they actually they swim back across after the battle's over in the book.
Right.
Oh, I love this line.
You've lost the colours, sir. The king's own colours touched by his own hand. Take my advice and a pistol and go behind that tent and blow out what's left of your brains.
Yeah. True.
Permission to speak, sir.
What is it, Harper?
Would you take an order from me, sir?
Well, what is it?
Would you, for the love of Jesus, stand easy, sir?
Oh, it's easy for you to say stand easy, Harper.
Tell him. Just tell him the truth, sir. Tell him that Simerson cut and run.
You expect Wellington to take my word against the word of a senior officer like Simerson?
Look.
I have come to offer you my support, Mr. Sharpe. If that is worth anything to you.
Thank you. Harper, would you escort the Countess inside?
Happy to, sir. Sir, what are you going to do?
I'll do what I always do.
Stand and fight.
I'll stand and fight.
Oh, here it is.
And this is some really good acting on Wellington's actor's part.
Continue, sir.
This is.
Well, sir, on first sighting the French, I naturally gave the order to advance. That's my style, sir. The South Essex crossed over the bridge and engaged the enemy. Major Lennox panicked. So then I fell back in good order and destroyed the bridge, sir. I have written to Horse Guard, sir, to state that the South Essex acquitted itself most commendably in discharging both your general orders to engage the enemy and your particular order to destroy the bridge, sir.
Wellington's not having any of it.
Did any officer distinguish himself?
Lieutenant Gibbons led the advance, sir. You may say that he is tied to me by blood. But is it a tie of blood to tie my tongue and rob a brave man of his just reward? No, sir. I recommend Lieutenant Gibbons be gazetted captain, sir.
And Lieutenant Sharpe?
Lieutenant Sharpe didn't, sir. He was cut off when we destroyed the bridge.
This is a report from Major Hogan, which differs somewhat from your account, Sir Henry.
I gotta mention this. The thing on his chest, the medal he's wearing, that thing, I believe that's an Order of Bath. That Wellington's wearing.
Yes, it is.
So,
it is.
From Major...
which is a big freaking deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah. Hogan, which differs somewhat from your account, Sir Henry.
Major Hogan is merely an engineer, sir.
Major Hogan's coat buttons up tight over a number of other duties, Sir Henry. Major Hogan reports a number of losses, Sir Henry. He says you first lost your head, and instead of destroying the bridge, you marched over it. He says you then lost your nerve and ran from a small French patrol. He says you lost 10 men, a major, and 2 sergeants. He says you finally lost your sense of honor and destroyed the bridge, cutting off a rescue party led by Lieutenant Sharpe.
And Captain Leroy.
Major Hogan leaves the worst to the last.
I'm gonna mute really fast, but I'll keep the movie going.
The King's colors.
The fault was not mine, sir. Major Lennox must answer.
Major Lennox answered with his life!
As you should have done if you had any sense of honor. You lost the colors of the King of England. You disgraced us, sir. You shamed us, sir. You will answer. The South Essex is stood down in name. If I wipe the name, I may wipe the shame. I am making you a battalion of detachments you will fetch and carry. The Light Company put up a fight, so I will let it stand under the command of a new captain.
To be commanded by the newly gazetted Captain Gibbons?
To be commanded by the newly gazetted Captain Sharpe, sir.
I'm back. Sorry, I muted at the worst part of the fucking film.
No, well, don't worry about it.
I have a cousin at Horse Guard, sir. And I have friends at court.
Yes, threaten the Supreme Commander.
Threaten. The man who loses the King's colors loses the King's friendship.
You have 2 choices. To hide in England or be a hero in Spain.
I shall help you to be a hero.
We had a skirmish with the French today. Tomorrow we shall have a battle. You will be the first to see a French column, sir. It is not a pretty sight. What you do then, sir, is up to you. Good morning.
Now get the fuck out of my office!
Yeah, get the hell out of my office!
Listen, and listen well. You both dip into my purse. That purse is now shut. It will stay shut so long as Sharpe struts around sneering at the Simpsons. You understand me?
Leave Sharpe to me, sir.
Yes, and so none of the guards at the door are going to report that and be like, sir, they're threatening to kill Captain Sharpe.
Yeah. Soon to be Captain Sharpe.
Yeah.
Sharpe. I can make you a captain, but I cannot keep you a captain. There is talk about an Imperial Eagle, Sharpe. There is talk of a promise made to the late Major Lennox. Tell me on oath that the talk is just idle gossip, Sharpe, or by God, sir, I promise you will walk out of that door a lieutenant.
I swear on oath that no one heard me make any promise in respect of an Imperial Eagle to Major Lennox, sir.
Which that's not a lie. He didn't say anything.
Colonel Lawford.
Sir.
You may escort Captain Sharpe to the door, Colonel Lawford.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hogan, let the French know that the fool who lost the colours is holding our flank.
But, sir, that means sending a French column against...
If Hogan's spies can spin a good yarn. Major Lennox was a damn fine officer. Did I ever tell you the story of how he steadied the line at Assay, Hogan?
No, sir.
You're a damn liar, Hogan.
That's what you pay me for, sir.
That's what you pay me for.
That's what you pay me for.
You want me for a drink?
No. I've got to lick the remnants of the South Essex into shape.
Watch out for Simerson, Richard.
Simerson? Simerson's a fool.
No, he's a coward, not a fool. You make one mistake. You heard Wellesley.
I heard him.
Good. And don't brood by yourself, Richard. I know it's a poor substitute, but if you can't be with her, you might as well be with your friends.
For an intelligence officer, Hogan's got a loose mouth.
They asked me to keep an eye on you. I'll see you in the mess this evening.
Okay, pause real quick. Colonel Lawford is a very, very, very important character in the
Lawford.
Yeah, Lawford that's who he was talking to. That's Colonel Lawford. Colonel Lawford is an extremely important character in the in Sharpe's stories, because Colonel Lawford actually in Sharpe's Tiger, which is the first book in the series, Lawford and Sharpe well, actually no, sorry. It's one of the later India book set in India books. Lawford and Sharpe are thrown in a prison together, and they spend 3 months in there together.
Really?
And Lawford actually teaches Sharpe to read and write in those 3 months.
Oh, well.
Because Sharpe doesn't know how to read or write.
Right.
So, yeah, very important character.
Absolutely.
You and the young lord twins or what?
We spent 3 months chained in a cell in India. He had a page of the Bible. In 3 months, he taught me how to read and write. How can you pay back a man who teaches you to write your own name, Captain?
I say, old chap, let's have some fun, eh? A duel. What's that, old boy? Nobody can beat me with a pistol at 50 paces. I've got to make Sharpe call me out. A duel.
Bloody well, so don't allow it.
So Sharpe loses even if he wins.
And
You
so
want
do
a
you,
woman, old boy.
jackass.
Yeah.
Do I? You know who I want?
That's the woman I had in mind. Let's call on the Countess, old boy.
That's a good idea. What about Sharpe?
Sharpe's away playing soldiers.
Snap.
Those men who fought in a big battle before. One pace forward.
Oh, green as shit.
Yep.
This place is called Talavera. There's going to be a battle here tomorrow. You'll fight in it, maybe even die in it. But you won't see it. There's a lot of smoke in a battle. Our cannon, their cannon. Our shot, their shell. Our volleys, their volleys. You don't see a battle. You hear it. Black powder blasting by the ton on all sides. Black smoke blinding you and choking you and making you vomit. And the French come out of the smoke. Not in a line, but in a column. And they march towards our thin line. Kettle drums hammering like hell, and a golden eagle blazing overhead. They march slowly, and it takes them a long time to reach you. And you can't see them in smoke, but you can hear the drums. And they march out of the smoke, and you fire a volley. And the front rank of the column falls, and the next rank steps over them with drums hammering.
Yeah.
And the column smashes
It's a very
your line like a
oversimplistic
hammer-breaking
representation
glass.
of French doctrine.
Yeah.
Compared to British.
Yeah.
But still.
But if
I
you
gotta
don't
mute
run,
myself again really fast.
If you stand until you can smell the garlic, and fire volley after volley, 3 rounds a minute, then they slow down. They stop. And then they run away.
I will be
All
right
you've
back.
got to do
Keep watching the movie. I'll be back.
is stand and fire 3 rounds a minute. Now, you and I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute. But can you stand?
Also, while we're watching, y'all can see there in my chat, I'm an affiliate with Waifu they do stuff for small-time VTubers. So if you go to their website and use my code there...
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Bad business, Sharpe. Barry and Gibbons are here with the riding crop. They got out the window when they heard us on the stairs.
Yeah. If you go to waifuwares.com and use my code Zaruk15 to get 15% off everything you get there. And they support small VTubers, and hey, they said if enough people use my code, they'll make a Waifu Wares cup of yours, or a Husbando cup of yours truly. So, yeah, go give it a shot. It supports small VTubers, and every time you buy something of theirs, they get money too. So they do keychains, stickers, cups, you name it. So go check that website out and use my code. Helps me out, and then I'll also, maybe we'll get our own merch at some point. Oh, Jesus.
Treated me like an animal. They could not make me do what they wanted.
We have to stop him.
You can't stop Captain Sharpe, sir. You can walk away from him, or you can stand behind him. But don't ever try and get in his way.
Nope.
I give you Colonel William Lawford, one of the future leaders of our great regiments. Colonel William Lawford.
Disgusting Irish bog trotter.
You know, Uncle, I don't think Lawford is Irish.
So what's happening with Sharpe?
Oh, that's all in hand, Sir Henry. And I have to say, it was an absolute pleasure to arrange.
Good.
I say, all right.
Drink, sir?
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Shiloh Mom was out running errands, and she told me that my uncle, who just came back from work, ordered pizza.
Nice.
And I go outside, and there they are, standing outside their car, like, here, get some slices of pizza, because we're going to take it over to my grandparents' house. So here I am with, like, a bunch of slices of pizza on a plate,
Nice.
watching Sharpe.
I should mention what you missed.
What did I miss?
While you were gone, Sharpe went to go check on the Contessa and was stopped by Captain Leroy and Harper. And Leroy explained, "Hey, sorry for pointing guns at you. Bad business. Barry and Gibbons were here with a riding crop." And when he goes up to check on the Contessa, she's literally been beaten over the back with a riding crop because as she put it, she says they treated me like an animal. I wouldn't do what they wanted. So now Sharpe is here, basically about to call these men's honor into question because of that. But you missed the part where Leroy's like, "We got to stop him." And Harper's like, "Oh, no, sir, you can't stop Captain Sharpe. All you can do is you can stand aside of him or you can follow behind him. You can't stop him."
No, you can't fucking stop him. He's a fucking beast. He's a beast of a man. So the Contessa is beaten.
Yeah, was beaten across the back with a riding crop. It should also be mentioned Colonel Lawford is about to be in charge of the entire regiment. He's been promoted and he's going to be in charge of the regiment.
Oh, I see.
And it's funny because Simerson's like Irish, like calls him some kind of Irish insult. Thing is, Lawford's not Irish. And even Gibbons, like his nephew's like, "I don't think he is Gibbons, sir. He's not. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's Irish. He's not." Colonel Lawford, yes, has Irish parents, but he actually in the books, he left Ireland and became a British citizen. So,
but still, I mean, being called an Irish slur.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you are the oppressor, getting called the language of the oppressed is an insult.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And now Sharpe's just thrown, let's be honest, it's grape juice. Has basically thrown grape juice into this dude's face.
Yeah, I want to go back to that. I want to go back.
Drink, sir?
Thank you.
No!
Owned. I love it.
Epically owned.
I don't fight duels over horse.
Epically owned.
I do.
So in the book, I love it. So in the book, he actually, what's funny about that, pause for a second. In the book, he starts with Barry. He starts with Barry first. So he throws one in Barry's face, and Barry's like, oh, I guess you want to challenge me to a duel. Okay, I accept. And then Sharpe's like, yeah, one more thing. And then he throws wine in Gibbon's face. Just because he can.
One more thing.
Yeah, just because he can.
God! He's such a fucking beast.
Yeah, and remember, he technically at this point outranks Lieutenant Gibbon, so he's kind of allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Sharpe just threw away his promotion.
Oh no, you're wrong about
Laws
that.
are perfectly clear, Lawford. Dueling is strictly forbidden. I shall make no exception in respect of Captain Sharpe. If he fights Berry at dawn, he will be back among the ranks before the sun is up. There is no more to say, sir.
Yes, sir.
French hopping about a bit, Hogan.
Yes, sir.
Did you fucking know there's such a thing as an extra large pizza?
Yeah.
8 men.
Oh my god.
Also, you need to back up and listen to this, because this little conversation right here is actually pretty funny.
French hopping about a bit, Hogan.
Yes, sir.
Send out a patrol to take a look. Not too big. 8 men, 2 officers.
I have done so, sir. About an hour ago. Captain Sharpe and Lieutenant Barry.
That should do the trick, Hogan.
Oh, okay. So they're like, oh, they can't duel, but they can fight each other.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, they can't duel, but if Barry gets shot during battle,
I think it's safe to say we know what's going to happen to Barry.
A long way from home, sir.
Oh. Holy fuck! What a jump scare.
Yeah. Oh, right into his bad leg. Oh no, it's his other leg.
Both his fucking kneecaps.
Oh, no, that went through his top of his leg. Not his kneecap.
His artery.
Yeah.
Running back to show them the hero's wound, dear boy.
Ow.
I've decided not to wait till dawn.
Oh my god.
I'm going to kill you tonight. But there's no hurry. I want to hear you beg for mercy first. So I'm going to kick you again. And again.
Oh my god.
And then you can beg. This is going to hurt quite a bit, old boy.
So will this, old boy.
Oh yes, Harper! Yes! Yes!
Oh my God. I'm heartily sorry for having offended thee. And I firmly resolve with the help of thy grace never more to offend thee.
Gonna hurt,
or to
old
amend
chap.
my life.
Yeah, and so will this!
Yeah, and also Harper asked God for forgiveness for killing someone because it's not a battle. So he's like, forgive me, Lord, for having to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. He'll hardly be needing this, so.
Just
his loan
yoink
back.
his money.
Yes, yank his money. He
What
won't
do
be
with him?
needing that anymore where he's going.
Stick him behind the French pickets. He'll be among the glorious dead tomorrow.
I think he's gone off, sir.
That bastard was gone off even when he was alive. Brandy.
Here's 14 shillings on the drum. Those who volunteer to come to list and fight the French today, over the hills and far away, o'er the hills and o'er the mains, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, o'er the hills and far away.
What are you doing down here, sir? You should be up in the mess with your own kind.
They're not my own kind, Harper.
The lads want to toast your promotion, sir.
I haven't got the stomach for it.
We're fighting the French tomorrow. We could all get killed. Would you not just put her out of your mind for one night?
And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife and has not taken her? Let him go, and return unto his house, lest he die in battle, and another man take her. It's Deuteronomy.
There's a woman out on the street looking for Captain Sharpe, sir.
Oh, every cripple has his own way of walking.
O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain, King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away.
Oh, is that Contessa?
Nope.
Teresa.
No.
Teresa.
Oh, it's Teresa. Okay.
Is it true? Is it true that tomorrow you will try to take a French eagle?
Lennox died at the bridge. We lost the colours.
And I thought you had more sense.
And I thought you knew me better.
What?
You think it's funny
Why?
to die for a eagle?
Why are they so offended that he wants an Imperial Eagle?
Soldier.
Because it's personal glory.
Would you care?
Oh, well.
If I died?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
So, fun fact,
Get some of
the
that.
running joke about this series is that Sean Bean used up all his plot armor and luck in this series of movies. So that's why he dies in every other movie.
No, I'm fucking sure. He used up all of his fucking die rolls. He can't get any good checks now.
Yep.
Oh, it's morning.
Alright, so I don't know if that's correct French wear, but...
It is.
Okay.
It is. It looks like it, yep.
Why is that guy wearing a flop hat? Why is he not wearing a shako?
He's wearing a cap. He's wearing his camp cap, essentially. I mean, they didn't discriminate. They didn't discriminate a lot, but artillerymen, I think they could get away with it a lot more than regular infantrymen in battle.
Also,
the flop cap was a standard issue. It was standard issue.
Also, I'd like to point out that the officer on the left is wearing a Legion of Merit, which again is a modern medal.
It's a modern medal. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. I just saw that.
Like I get it. You need French medals and stuff. For
You
guys
need need to say, hey, these guys are Frenchies.
Yeah, I mean, but there are other ways to do that rather than
Yeah.
just pinning. Like, I'll admit, when I first saw that for the first time, I laughed. I'm like, by the end of this, there's going to be like some French general who's got as many medals on him as Zhukov had at the end of World War II.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Guard Hogan. Horse, foot, cannon. French outnumber us 3 to 1. Does he know something I don't, Hogan?
He knows 3 things, Lawford. He knows that on his right, the French will not attack the fort. He knows that on his left, Simerson will run. And in the center, he knows that Daddy Hill will stand.
That's a real general.
Yes, yes.
Means nothing to
Daddy
me either,
Hill.
Lawford.
Daddy Hill.
That's why he's a general and we ain't. And what are your intentions, Sir Arthur?
Why, Hogan, I mean to give the French a damn good thrashing.
Don't you love the cannons have no recoil?
Not recoil at all.
It was worse yesterday, sir, when you let off the cannon.
Ah, you're a bloody liar, Dobbs.
Brooding on poor Barry, dear boy.
Death of a hero. We must all hope to die so bravely. What the devil's that?
Vive Empereur!
Oh shit, we know who that is!
You can hear it.
Here they come!
God. Oh my
Pretty
God.
decent from what I saw.
Hey, go on over there. Stop the drink! Stand!
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Steady, lads! Steady!
Okay, listen.
Oh, you
Okay.
muted it.
Yes, I did mute it. Okay. These look like uniforms of either I'm blanking on a name.
They're auxiliary troops. They're not French. They're
what do you mean they're auxiliary?
Well,
What
like,
do you mean?
they're from another country. They're not French. Like they're from one of the absorbed countries.
Wait, no, they're not.
Are
This
you
is
sure?
This is a French uniform.
It is?
Spanish forces that allied with the French had their own distinct uniforms where they could be lumped together and organized better. This appears to be this appears to be a formation of the Young Guard.
Huh.
I think that this is a Young Guard inspired uniform, or it's a uniform of the 8th of the 8th Infanterie de Ligne. The 8th had a unique red styled uniform because they were a Young Guard formation. This uniform, I think, is Young Guard inspired.
But was
I think.
Yeah, but I mean, would you? Again, I don't think Napoleon's here.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's not here. So
He's
why?
not.
Yeah, so why would you throw the Young Guard direct? Again, I know they're elite of their own kind, but isn't the whole point of them that they're supposed to be like the unit you hold in reserve to like turn the tide? Why would you just throw them at your enemy?
I want to make sure the Imperial Guard and the Young Guard. The Young Guard, let's see, virtually annihilated during the Battle of Krasnoy. Foot regiments. Let's see if I'm right. Here. Young Guard. Tirailleurs, Grenadiers, Chasseurs, Voltigeurs, Conscripts, Conscript Chasseurs, National Guard. Let's see. That's about right, but it's the coloration. It's just the coloration that's a bit wrong. I would think it's the 8th. But again, different units had different uniforms. But I think they're hammering in with the red lining on the shakos and the red coats that this is an elite formation.
Okay,
I think they're just hammering in that without any basis for it.
I just pulled it up. I'm looking now. The Young let's see. I'm checking real quick. The Young Guard. Well, they do have some guys who look similar. Well, I'm looking. It looks like it's a mix. What they're wearing is like a mix of all the different types. Because some of them don't have the red on their hats. Some of them don't have the red shoulders. It's weird.
Let me see if I can find this. No, it's just stuff. Oh, 8th Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on with that.
Yeah.
I do like the diversity, though. What the fuck? I do like the diversity. Look look at that. Some of them have covers. Some of them even have covers on their shakos. That's impressive.
Now.
No,
you can fire 3 rounds
the
a minute.
sappers at the back with the bear skins.
But what I want to know now is, can you stand?
A minute, Captain Leroy. Show some men! Some men! Hey! Where you boys going? Hey!
He's going with them.
Back here, you hear?
Damn.
Boys, let's load up and do some shooting.
That is the most American thing ever. Let's load up and do some shooting.
Yep.
First rank! Fire!
Jesus fucking Christ, that formation. No.
Reload!
Oh, please, God, no.
Second rank! Y'all doing real good, boys! First rank!
It can't load and fire that fucking quickly.
Oh wait, back up. You can actually see you can see the number on their shakos.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Play it forward, you'll see it. Stop, right there.
21st.
21st.
Let's see. Battle of Talavera. Let's see. Opposing armies. Battle of Talavera. Order of battle. First Corps.
I don't see a 20.
I don't see a 21st, man.
I don't see a 21st. I see a 24th, but I don't see a 21st.
I don't see a 21st, bro.
Yeah.
I don't fucking see. Okay, hold on a second. It's on mute. I just want to fucking see. 21.
Yeah.
There's no 21st.
Yeah. There's a.
Bro.
Wait, check the reserves. Check the bottom. Like, go down a bit more. Check the reserves. Yeah, there's a 21st Dragoon. But why are your Dragoons on foot?
Fuck. Wait, 21st? No, Dragoons would have a different style of helmet to begin with. They would have a different style of helmet to begin with.
Yeah, that's why I said, why are your Dragoons on foot?
No 21st. How about, okay, 21st, let's go, okay, yeah, 21st Line Infantry Regiment. 21st Line Infantry Regiment.
Yeah, Dragoons are a type of cavalry, Bow and Terra.
Maybe it's just a fake regiment.
Hold on, let's see.
Or maybe it's just the stock number they had in like the fucking thing. Maybe it's just a stock number they had for the plate.
Oh wait, I found something.
What?
Yeah, they are the 21st Régiment d'Infanterie. They are. It's a UK. Well, it's a thing for a UK reenactment society. But yeah, there is a group of the 21st.
Oh my God! Wait, it's fucking UK reenactors.
Yeah, I think so. Just no. Type in literally. I typed in French 21st Infantry Regiment, and there's a thing that says like the 21 EME Regiment. That's it. Yeah. That's them.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bro, it's literally just they got British reenactors of the 21st Regiment of Line. There they are. Yeah. There they are. Yeah, there they are. Oh my God, that's impressive.
Yeah, so it's a UK reenactment group.
Okay. All right, bro.
That's actually pretty good.
Fair.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Watch the eagle.
Reload! Second rank!
One dead.
First rank! Fire! Breathe easy, boys!
What? 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 What the fuck is happening? You fucking see, they just fucking stopped. And they come out of nowhere, and then they fucking run. They break upon seeing Sharpe and his bulging biceps.
So pause here to give a little bit. So now I'm not going to give credence to the scene. I'm not going to defend the scene. In the book, the entire an entire part of the 95th Rifles comes charging out of that ravine, and that's why that French column breaks and runs. Because it's
like, hey, what the fuck is happening? And then it's just like 9 people coming out of nowhere. Fuck that, let's fucking bail.
Yeah, so to give, now, again, not to give credence to the scene, but having talked to men who've actually served in combat, even got to hear this from a World War II veteran, one of the things is, when you're under pressure and stressed, if like,
it's easier to break.
Yeah, well, it's also the whole, violence of action. And I don't know about you, but if I was standing in a French formation, watching all the guys around me and in front of me die, and then a bunch of psychopaths start screaming bloody murder, running at me with swords, my first thought would not to be form ranks and shoot. My first instinct is, fuck
get
this,
the fuck out.
I'm running. Yeah.
Okay, fair. I can see why, maybe.
Now that's why in the book, that's why it works. It's like 100 dudes come running out of nowhere and scare the shit out of them.
Okay, yeah.
Not this, not 9 dudes. No.
Yeah, no. Oh, there he goes. He's got the bayonet fixed. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Derry! Oh, no! Derry, no!
That's Denny. Yeah.
Denny's. I'll have some Denny's. I'll go to Denny's for you.
I told you to stay away from him.
Why aren't you trying to help him? Why are you talking
He's
down
dead.
to him? Yeah, well.
Yeah, talking down to him.
Dobbs?
Sir?
I'd like to join the Rifles, Dobbs.
That I would, sir.
It's a good life. If you can stay alive.
I do love how his face is just covered.
Well, in the book,
residue.
Sharpe gets fucked up at this battle. Like
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that he doesn't pass out like that, but he carries the eagle back, and then right when he gets to the camp, he's just like, oh, there it goes, and then he passes out.
Column. And the advance of the 48th. Talavera will be the talk of London, sir.
Hogan.
Sir?
Did he?
Yes, sir.
Pity Lennox ain't here to see it. Damn fine officer, Major Lennox.
Wait, you see the French guy dead sitting on his drum?
What?
Wait, back
Where?
up.
Where?
He's right there in the bottom left. just dead on his drum.
Just sitting there. Poor bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, he's passed out. But maybe the nurturing, regenerative properties of a fine damsel's kiss will bring him back. Nope, never mind.
Did we? Did Wellesley?
Yes, he won. He won so well they made him a lord. Lord Wellington.
Wellington.
Now that is true. As you probably know, Talavera was a crushing defeat for the French.
Very, very much so.
You do.
before you go?
Captain Leroy has been very kind. I'm leaving for Lisbon today.
Vaya con Dios, Josefina.
Oh my god, there it is! Yeah! There he gets the fucking girl! He's crawling with, he's not going, I get no bitches. He's going,
I get
no
all of them.
bitches? I get all the bitches!
And for each one he gets, he takes another injury.
That's true!
I needed an eagle to be certain.
Young Denny. Dead. All the others. All that blood. For an eagle.
Slaves, cotton and molasses, you said. Slaves bleed. All that black blood to fill a purse, sir.
I figured maybe you had another reason.
Shave, sir?
Water.
Water? Jeez, you'll be asking me for brandy next. Brandy, sir. Get that into you, sir, and you'll be fit for an Irish funeral.
Sharpe? Major Hogan.
Okay, so I have to mention one funny thing I love about this scene is that Sharpe notices who it is as soon as the door opens, and that's why he turns around and starts walking in the other direction. Because he's like, oh,
I want to see
watch.
this.
See? Nope.
Nope.
Sharpe?
Not putting up with you.
Yeah.
Major Hogan.
As from noon today, Colonel Lawford will be the beneficiary of Simerson's folly.
Sir?
He will take over acting command of the South Essex.
Oh, I see.
And Simerson?
War Office whitewash, exoneration, and a blind eye. Are you keeping well, Richard?
Aye. I'm mending. Why?
Richard. Your mind has been making appointments. Your body should never keep.
What do you mean by that, sir?
You have ambition, which could be the making of you. But you also have a romantic soul, which could be the breaking of you.
Bro, Anakin
Ambition and
Skywalker.
romance is a poisonous brew. And I mean to distill the one from the other.
Oh, he doesn't mean love. He
You're
means
questioning
that
my loyalty,
he
sir.
means that Sharpe has romanticized views
stand it
of
against
battle
yours.
and everything.
Oh,
Or
well.
is it that you see something in me that you've lost in yourself?
Oh, believe me, Richard, I've drunk of the cup. And its intoxication I can well remember.
I can hold my drink, sir.
See that you do, Sharpe. See that you do.
And yeah, in the book, Hogan does tell him you need basically that, but it's keep your ambition in check. It's gonna get you killed if you don't control it.
Yeah.
Sharpe's like a Hydra, but instead of multiple heads, it's double HP and plus 2 maidens.
Bro, woman just comes out of nowhere.
Well, you lived.
Just about.
Yeah.
Just about.
Just about.
Don't fucking hold yourself up.
And you?
He's wearing fucking. He's got a fucking talisman or something that he's gone.
Yeah, and he's got a scar across his eye, which, by the way, will be gone in the next movie.
Oh, I'm sure it will. He just has the power to regenerate quicker than the average human.
Yeah.
Alone. That's simple.
So you want to be alone? Neither do I.
Come on, just kiss already. Just kiss already, you know? Oh, yeah! There we go!
There we go.
Yeah! No bitches? No. I get all the bitches. There you go, Sharpe. Oh. Oh, Major Lennox?
Yep. Remember he said, stick it in so I can feel it.
Aww.
Shoulder, arms! Present!
That's not how you fuck. That's not how you fucking fire. Jesus fucking Christ!
Rifles! Left! Face! Forward! March!
Here's 40 shillings on the drum to those who volunteer to come to list and fight the foe today.
Wait, keep watching, because the ending theme is amazing.
O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain, King George commands and we obey. Over hills and far away.
Wait, here it comes.
He is a fucking demigod or something. Guitar riff.
Yep.
What the hell is this fucking music? It's so not period, but it fits.
Yeah, but it's so good.
It so fits.
There it is, filmed in the Crimea. There it is.
Oh, I see, in the Crimea. Somehow.
And so so there is something funny I want to mention that I think is great, is the fact that the actual author, he was still writing books when the Sharpe movie started coming out, and because I think I told you this before, Sean Bean was not their first choice. They had a guy
who was the first choice.
I don't remember his name, but he was a guy who actually looked like Sharpe does in the book, because in the book Sharpe has black hair, and has a more like angular face. But what ended up happening was Sean Bean got the role and did such a good job with it that the author basically even says it in the books. He says, at that point, I stopped mentioning Sharpe's hair color and eye color because I wanted people to think of Sean Bean when they think of Sharpe.
Oh, so he did that well of a job.
Yeah, that well of a job. Like, he openly said that, he said Sean Bean is exactly who I picture when I picture Sharpe.
Okay. I'm honestly impressed with you, Zuruk. I'm honestly impressed with the direction that this film took.
Yeah.
It definitely was fucking better than the last one.
Yeah.
It was better. I want to pull up
wait, before you do anything, pull this up and play this so we could stream, so I could share that, because this is actually pretty funny.
Sean Bean, Yorkshireman bastard compilation.
That's the other thing, his Yorkshire accent, because originally the author never said where Sharpe was from. They just said he was from, I'm from England. But then they changed it to him being from Yorkshire because they had to fit the accent. So please.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
Here,
please,
okay.
hold on. Let me switch back over to it because I've got my thing pulled up. Hang on. There it is. So yeah, please stream this like like you did before. Hold on. So whenever you
share screen,
and
here
this
it goes.
This is how you get a laugh because this is.
All right, I have to see this. I have to see this.
Yeah, it's good.
Sean Bean Yorkshireman Bastard compilation. Okay, I want to see this.
You killed my horse, you bastard. You're a Scots bastard.
Move, you bastards! Move, you lazy bastards!
You fat bastard. Mongrels bastards.
Bastards!
You turncoat bastard.
You bastard!
Stupid bastard.
Bastard!
French bastard in these
Bastard!
Bastard.
Bastard!
Bastards.
Bastards!
That
Bastard!
bastard was gone off even when he was alive. You bastard.
Bastard! Oh my god, that's his signature pronunciation of bastard.
Bastard.
The bastard's gone to get
Bastard!
Let's finish that bastard off once and
Bastard!
Dick Sharpe, bastard.
Dick Sharpe, bastard.
Cruel
what the fuck?
You little bit of a Dutch bastard!
Bastard!
Did this, where do you think?
This is the bastard who sets us up for the floggings.
Bastard that knows how to deal with boring bastards like you. You pink bastards do that.
Oh my god!
Bastard!
The volume does not go up higher than this. I apologize. But
Square up, you bastard!
Why does he look so old there?
That's one of the modern ones.
I knew the bastard weren't to be trusted.
Come on then, you yellow bastards!
Come on then, you yellow bastard!
Still not the bastard he were. A murdering bastard. Bastard. Like every other gutter bastard.
Like every other gutter bastard.
Yeah, I love how
Jesus.
I love how that's how he introduces himself. Dick Sharpe, bastard.
Dick Sharpe,
bastard.
That's how he introduces himself.
Oh, and what's really funny is that when they've actually used that clip on a British TV show, a British talk show, where they had Sean Bean on as a guest, and he goes, can you give us a recreation of that? What, bastard? Like, he's just like, bastard. Because in real life,
my God,
yeah, Sean Bean is actually, I highly recommend, Shiloh, you check out Sean Bean at Waterloo, because not only does he go there, like, he even says, he goes, I've been fascinated with history even long before I was Richard Sharpe.
Well, that's why Civ 6 got him to be the narrator.
And what's really funny to me is that, yes, you're like, why does he look so old? Those are the modern ones that I told you about that have, like, you know, the plots based off the prequel books, even though they take place after Waterloo. What's even funnier to me is Sean Bean is like, what? I think he's in his 60s now, I think?
He must be. I think
Sean
he must
Bean
be. He's that old.
He's 65. Good God.
65. Old enough to retire.
Well, that's the funny thing, because Mr. Bean has said, hey, I know there's more Sharpe books. If they ever want to make more movies, I'll gladly come back as Richard Sharpe.
Jesus, wow.
But here's the
I don't know anything about Sean Bean as a person.
Oh,
but
yeah,
he
he's
definitely
chill.
does a good job
He's
here.
chill. Very soft-spoken guy in real life. But here's the interesting part that I think you're going to like. He's probably too old to come back for the Sharpe stuff. Oh, yes, Bo and Terry. He loved being Sharpe. But here's the interesting part. Bernard Cornwell, the man who wrote the Sharpe books, also wrote a series of books that take place in, drumroll, the American Civil War.
You're kidding.
No, he wrote a series of books about that. I think they're still ongoing. And in the books, there's a character that shows up a few times, who, let me get his name. Hold on.
Sean Ben.
Yeah, so there's the books that are based off the Civil War are called the Starbuck Chronicles.
The Starbuck Chronicles?
Yeah. Starbuck Chronicles are a series of historical fiction novels written by Bernard Cornwell set during the American Civil War. They follow the exploits of Boston-born Confederate officer Nathaniel Starbuck.
Starbuck!
Yeah, Starbuck. Now, here's the interesting thing. The character, let me find his thing.
Does he have a fictional unit as well, or?
I don't.
Or is he an officer in a particular regiment?
Yes, the Falconer Legion. A fictional
What the fuck is the Falconer Legion?
Let's see, a fictional regiment of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Confederate Army, the central unit of the Starbuck Chronicles. Shortly after the beginning of the war, Washington Falconer is determined to set up a regiment of free of state government control because he was unimpressed by Robert E. Lee and his lack of support. He returns from Richmond to find recruitment in full swing for the Legion. At least 10 companies, along with a squadron of cavalry and 2 crews of artillery.
Oh, so it's a Legion, so its own functional kind of all-in-one battalion.
But here's the interesting part. Of the major characters, yes, there's Nathaniel Starbuck, but then later there's a character named Patrick Lasson. Lassan. So Lasson.
Patrick Lasson.
No, it's French, so it's Lasson, probably.
Oh, Lasson, yeah.
So here's what it says. A French cavalry colonel who begins the story as an observer in George McClellan's army, but crosses the line with Nate Starbuck and rides with the Confederate cavalry. He's described as tall and dark-haired with a scarred face and an eye patch. The son of Richard Sharpe. And carries...
You're fucking kidding me.
And carries his father's patterned 1796 heavy cavalry saber.
You're fucking kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Fucking the son of Sharpe
is in the American
a Civil War observer.
Yeah, and then joins the Confederate cavalry.
He's with the Confederacy.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sharpe would look down and go, "You bastard!
You bastard!
Confederacy."
Let's see. Let me pull up his thing here. See, where does he show up? Like the first. I don't know what book he first shows up in.
Richard Sharpe.
Yeah. No, Patrick Lasson. I don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it says, let's see. Yeah. Sharpe's son, Colonel Patrick Henri. It's Henri. Henri Lasson of the French Imperial Guard Cavalry. Oh, so he joined the French Imperial Guard and was an observer.
What?
Well, okay, hold on. There's a reason for that. It's because Sharpe ends up with a French woman and settles down in Normandy.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
And so her name was Lucille, by the way. Yeah,
Lucille.
And so his son joins the French Imperial Guard, becomes a military observer in the American Civil War. Oh, discontinued American Civil War series.
Okay. Oh, discontinued.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. Patrick Henri mentions that his mother is still alive but very lonely, suggesting that Sharpe died by the 1860s, which would hardly be surprising given he was born in 1777. So,
I was gonna fucking say.
Yeah, so
he's old.
Yeah, so Sharpe is so yeah, Sharpe's dead by then. His mother's probably really old, and by that logic, I imagine Henri's probably pretty old too. For a son. But yeah, Sharpe's son becomes a member of the French Imperial Guard and then joins the Confederacy. Because, okay.
What the fuck?
Don't look at me.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe Nathaniel Starbuck is just that convincing.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that series was discontinued probably because like it's kind of hard to write a roguish or like a kind of noble Confederate character, I think. I think you've read this book, Pale Blue Light. Have you ever read that book?
Which one?
Pale Blue Light.
Pale Blue Light.
Blue, I don't know if it's Pale Blue Light or Pale Blue Eyes. And so get this, it's a story about it is during the Civil War, and it's about a cavalry officer who actually becomes good friends with Stonewall Jackson.
Of course.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. And the funny thing about it is that the author who wrote it was very much aware that Jackson was a weird duck, shall we say? Because he was very weird. But it's written in a very like in the book, it's historical fiction. But there is a moment in the book where the author tells, like, the main character asks Jackson, he's like, "Sir, I know you're a smart man. At least that's how you come off to me. So I'm wondering why exactly you're fighting for a cause that you know is wrong." And Jackson tells him point blank, he's like, he goes, "I don't fight for more." He goes, and I love what Jackson says. He goes, "The problem is you're looking at this from a moral perspective. Some men just like fighting." And, well, no.
You see?
Well, wait, no, it gets better. Because then the character's like, "But, sir, you're a religious man." And
yes, very
a very religious man. And Jackson puts it as, he goes like, yes, that is true. He goes like, but there are certain times. He goes like, and I will have to explain myself to God when that time comes. But I'm loyal to Virginia. So,
You're fucking kidding me.
No.
Yeah, that was the thing. Christian Confederates had a very, very hard time balancing Jackson's wartime depravity with his piety.
Yeah.
Which is why so many Christian Confederates, such as Mary Chestnut, who was a Confederate poet and the wife of a Confederate congressman, said that, quote, Stonewall was a fanatic. He knew that to win our battles, men must die.
Yep.
End quote.
Yeah. And what's funny about him is that, like, what ends up so this book, again, historical fiction, it's more of a thriller than anything, kind of a mystery thriller, because the book says, or kind of paints the picture of that Jackson was assassinated at Chancellorsville. It wasn't an accident. It was set up. And he was
I think it was it absolutely was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident. But the book portrays it as it not being an accident. And
who would have hated him?
Everyone.
Why?
Well, okay. So in the book, how it's described, in the book, after a long series of events, like, the main character tracks down, like, this information broker who's, like, a newspaper guy, and he asks him, he's like, why? Who would hate Thomas Jackson that much? And the guy's like, well, let's count the list, shall we? And he's like, the Union hates him because every time they go up against Jackson, they lose. So there are many people who want Jackson dead on the Union side. And the guy's like, well, no shit. But what about on the Confederate side? And then he goes like, well, let's see. He goes like, Longstreet hates him because Longstreet technically should be the second in command, but Jackson has that right. He goes like, Longstreet also doesn't like Jackson because Jackson gets men killed needlessly. Again,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, she goes like, Jeb Stuart hates Jackson because Jackson thinks Jeb Stuart's a fop. And even even as a teenager, I was like, because he is. He's a fop.
Well, yeah.
And like he lists off a few other officers. He's like, Beauregard doesn't like him. And then the guy's like, and what about Robert E. Lee? And then I love what the newspaper guy says. According to the book, the newspaper guy like puts his glasses down and tells him, he goes like, let me ask you something, son. Who's won more battles, Jackson or Lee? And he's like, what kind of question is that? He goes, Lee's fought more battles. He's like, yes, but how many of those were clear-cut victories? How many of those, how many of those didn't, were not draws? How many of those were actual victories? And then he asked him, he goes, whose name inspires more fear in the Union? Lee or Jackson? And the guy's like, and for a moment, the guy's like, are you telling me Robert E. Lee tried to get one of his right-hand men killed? He's like, no, son, I'm not telling you that, but I'm telling you that there are people on both sides who hated Jackson and are happy he's dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, that I agree with that, but the way history went on, it was no assassination.
And it's the other funny, there are some very funny moments in it, like where Jackson mentions like that whole joke about how he can't eat pepper because it makes his legs stiffen up.
Yeah, he can't eat pepper. If he liked eating bread with butter, he would not eat bread with butter.
Yeah.
Because he felt that to admire and to really have strong desires about particular things like food tastes meant that he would stray from the monastic zealotry that he felt towards evangelical Christianity.
And then
he was such a fucking crazed dude. He was just so crazy in everything he did.
And you want to know the funny thing is that there are like some retroactive historians who like to say, oh yeah, Jackson was probably one of the, Jackson might have been on the spectrum. I'm like,
I absolutely think he was.
Yeah, he was, but a very like uncontrolled, well, of course it wouldn't have been medicated, but a very
he would have like high functioning, like what we consider Asperger's before Asperger's became high functioning. He would have that, but he would have a lot of tics and a lot of visual cues.
Like his hands twitching too, if I remember my history.
Yeah, his hands twitch. He would sit in chairs, super uptight. He would sit like he wouldn't cross his legs. He would never put his arms on armrests. he would always put his hands on his lap, and then occasionally he would like tap his knees, like as a stim. That was his stim.
Didn't he also like at times ride with one of his arms up so he could keep his blood balanced or something?
Yes, he believed that his right arm was smaller than it was shorter than his left arm, and this was because of faulty blood circulation. So his staff officers would view that on occasion he would hold his left arm over his head, which in his mind would allow for excess blood to trickle down through his body to be absorbed by his right arm,
so
which would make his arm's length the same again.
Yeah, that's so
he prayed every time. He prayed every time he drank a glass of water. He prayed every time he left the house. He prayed every single time he opened or sealed an envelope from a friend or family. He of course, he taught as an artillery instructor at Virginia Military Institute, but before his classes, he would literally stay up all night in his classroom, like memorizing his lectures and like giving fake speeches to his students.
Yeah.
And when the next day he would give those lectures, if a student had a question,
he just rewind the lecture.
Yeah, rewound the lecture and just was like, I'm going to repeat everything I just said.
I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm just going to repeat it so you understand it.
And his fucking students hated him.
Oh, of course.
They hated him.
I also remember there was this one thing, like, I don't remember what battle it was, but it was during one of his victories where, like, he's sitting up on his horse eating a peach, and, like, one of his men...
That's at Antietam.
Yeah.
That's at Antietam.
And one of his men comes up to him and says... He goes, sir, I think I think this is happening over here. And he's like, well, send that message out to this officer. He's like, sir, that officer's dead. And Jackson's like, very commendable, very commendable. Just like,
very commendable. But also, at Antietam, when he was eating that peach, he was eating a peach that he got from a nearby peach orchard on the field north of Dunkerchurch Ridge. He received, because at Antietam, his corps was butchered. His corps took a big, gigantic beating.
Took a beating.
And by the end of that battle, and at the end of his hold, he was delivered official casualty reports for his corps. And he's just sort of, reportedly, he stood on his horse and just stared off in the distance for like a good 10 seconds, turned and looked at the courier and said, "This was the will of God."
Well, and I've actually read that him saying that too. And one historian I read said that probably what happened was that at that point his unit had never been that mauled before, like it had never taken that much loss before. So in that one moment, like in those like few seconds, as he put it, he goes that Jackson's mind was sharp as a razor and probably ran a lot faster than yours or mine. And so in those few moments in his mind, as he looked at those numbers, he had to think to himself, "Dear God, like, what have I done? How have we lost this many?" And then so not only that, but also the fact that we won. Why did I lose this many? Is this what winning is like?
Antietam was a draw.
Yeah, but
Antietam was an inconclusive draw.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a victory enough for the Union.
Yeah, and as the historian put it, he was like, Jackson probably at that moment faltered, and like his own mind was like, "This is insanity. This is like I am gonna get so many men killed," but because that's what happened. The general has to deal with the fact of the men he loses, but because he's such a zealot and because he's so devout, he just had to compose himself and say, "Yes, this is what God intended." While internally he was like, "I'm lying to myself, but this is the only thing that makes me feel better."
No. Speaking of all of this, you want to see a good Napoleonic Wars battle done right? You want to see that?
You mean Waterloo?
No. Bondarchuk's other film.
Oh, other one.
War and Peace.
Oh, also,
you want to see that?
Sure, real quick. While you're pulling that up, let's just both of us confirm for the chat here. Do not go watch the Waterloo movie, the Napoleon movie that came out last year.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please.
It blows my mind that it was Ridley Scott, right?
Ridley Scott, yes.
It blows my mind that Ridley Scott will go above and beyond to make sure the Midway movie is as historically accurate as possible, down to the most minutia of details. And then when it comes to Napoleon, a name that... Yeah, but when it comes to Napoleon, a name that even if you're not a military person, you at least know who that is, he decides, "I'm going to make all this shit up." Like, why? why would you make it? All that did was it just like, I like what one guy said. He's like, how in the world could you like, you know, how in the world could you take like, yes, Midway's an important turning point, but you literally said that movie was going to be more than 3 hours long with the shit you had. So they had to cut it down. And now you're saying you were able to fit all of Napoleon's campaigns into one movie. Like, and not to mention like, poor Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. He's Joker.
Yeah,
he's Joker,
and he's also Communist in Gladiator, the guy that Maximus kills in the movie. Who plays? But here's the thing: poor Joaquin Phoenix, who's an amazing actor and does a really good job as Napoleon in the movie. He does. He does a very good job. He tries. But the problem is when the movie is shit and has like
it doesn't help.
Oh, and you want to know the funny thing? Joaquin Phoenix came out later and basically said, he goes, I'm not stupid. I know my history, and I would read, before we did any kind of movie, like a shot for a battle, I would actually look at the battle, get any information I could, and there were times where I looked at Ridley and I was like, what are you doing? This makes no sense. This is what happened. Like, why?
Well, history enthusiasts need to get a life.
Oh, yeah, isn't that what Ridley Scott said?
Yeah, he said that when so many history enthusiasts and actual academics came out and said, yeah, this is inaccurate, his response was, those people need to get a life.
Counterpoint, you do too, Mr. Scott, because most of your movies have been shit, and like they're so bad they're good movies, and with Midway, you showed you could make a good movie, a good history movie, but instead, to the point that even Japanese critics were like, this is all accurate. This is all done right. To the point that, like, he made sure, like, when they show the scenes of the Japanese carriers at Midway, they've got the freaking sandbags all over the bridge, all over the top of the outside of the bridge, which most people wouldn't have done. So, I don't know.
Like, they make sure. It's just a complete dichotomy of, like, his best and then his worst,
which blows my mind. And if someone's about to say, well, it was probably more expensive to shoot Napoleon, then don't make it about his whole life. Like, that's why, what's the name of the guy who directed Waterloo?
Sergei Bondarchuk.
Yeah, Bondarchuk was just like, what's the most important battle in Napoleonic history? Waterloo? All right, we're making a movie about that. And
alone. If you want to make a movie about a far-stretching period of time, like the War and Peace adaptation of Leo Tolstoy's novel, make it a series of films, like what Bondarchuk did.
Yeah.
And War and Peace, the most expensive movie ever produced, by the Soviet Union. If not the world as well, because of how many extras were in it. I have that scene of a movie pulled up right here to show you just how good of a Napoleonic Wars movie can get.
Okay, 1 second. Let me. My Discord's acting up. Hang on.
Because this is a great scene.
Yeah. All right, hang on. All right, you can go ahead and share your. Oh, you've got it. Hang on. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick so everyone can see it.
Watched the entirety of this movie.
Go for it.
I love it. This is how you make a film right. This is Austerlitz, by the way.
Yeah.
В 5 часу вечера сражение было проиграно на всех пунктах.
Should be some snow everywhere.
Смотрите же! Куда прешь? Ты раненый? Рана не здесь, а вот где. Остановите! Балконский, что же это? Ребята, вперед!
charge at Pratzen Heights.
And then Bolkonsky gets wounded. Bondarchuk, again, Bondarchuk made film. Mwah! Chef kiss.
Yeah, and those are
kiss.
all actors. Those are not. Those are all
20,000.
20,000.
20,000, an estimated 20,000, all from the Red Army.
Wow.
Because Bondarchuk had the go-ahead from the Soviet government as well. And the Soviet government said, well, if you're making this, would you like us to give you a couple thousand Red Army soldiers to use as extras? And Bondarchuk said, fuck yeah, I do. And the Soviet government said, okay, we'll give you 20,000.
20, good God.
And Waterloo had 16,000.
Yeah. I think I've told you this, and it's a little fact of about the Soviet Union that I love. There's two. So this is a fun little history fact for you that you might enjoy. So you probably already know that Zhukov and Eisenhower were really good friends.
Yes.
Okay. So you've heard the story. Have you heard the story about how Zhukov had went with Eisenhower to tour around the Soviet Union when Zhukov got made like Minister of War, basically? And so he showed Eisenhower around the Soviet Union. Do you know what happened when Eisenhower became president?
I know that when Eisenhower and Zhukov met, and Zhukov gave Eisenhower the tour of the Soviet Union, that was at the time when the Soviet Union was introduced to Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah, correct.
And the kitchen debate between Khrushchev and Nixon.
Yeah. And so two little facts. First of all, yes, the Coca-Cola story. So Zhukov loved his Coca-Cola. One problem, though. As time went on and the Cold War started, it was impossible to get Coca-Cola because it was a capitalist product. So it wasn't allowed to be shipped. And Zhukov wrote to Eisenhower like, hey, so I really like Coca-Cola and we can't get it here. Can you help an old war buddy out? And Eisenhower, who's president at the time, mind you, goes to the Coca-Cola Corporation and is like, hey, so can we make this without the brown color? And they're like, yeah.
The white Coke.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we can do that. So they make crystal or white Coke, put a red star on the bottle, like a red star on it, and start selling it in the Soviet Union, and only Zhukov knows what it is. And he won't he's like, yeah, I know what this is. I know what this is.
That was 1946, if I remember correctly. 1946, because I just looked up white Coke.
Okay, so, all right, so Eisenhower wasn't president yet, but he did have some pull. Now, let's talk about what happened when Eisenhower is president. Eisenhower gets made president in 1953, and the first thing he does is he writes a letter to Zhukov asking him, hey, I have become president. Would you like to come to the United States and get a tour around the country? You showed me around the Soviet Union. I would be honored to show you around the United States. And Zhukov had to politely tell him, I can't do that. I would be honored. I would love to do that, but I can't. Because the Soviet government literally told him, if you take one step outside this country, we will fucking shoot you. And we will we'll kill your family too. Which is so not fair to the man. But then, I love what's even better. When Eisenhower finds out about that, he also finds out that they basically make a pariah out of Zhukov. Because, like, when Khrushchev takes over, he ousts Zhukov. Like, so he doesn't get too much power. And Eisenhower finds out, oh, well, he's out of a job, basically. But he likes fishing. And so he assembles a personal tackle box and rod and reel for Zhukov, like the best he can get, sends it to Zhukov and basically tells him, consider this a gift from an old friend, so you can at least enjoy what you love doing. And Zhukov would later tell people in his memoirs and in private conversations that tackle box was the best damn gift he ever got, and he used it every day. Every day.
Zhukov loved fishing.
Yeah. And so I just love those little historical facts about how, the man was just stuck in, had the world, basically was one of the most powerful men in the world, and then everyone around him hated him, so they got him kicked out of his job.
Yeah, Zhukov was a brilliant
absolutely.
Brilliant guy.
Brutal,
brilliant
but
guy.
Brilliant. I would also point this out, too, because I love this little fact, and then we'll call it here. Have you heard the story about the letter that Tito, like the communist leader of was it Hungary?
Yugoslavia.
Of Yugoslavia. The letter he sent to Stalin. Have you heard that letter?
Yeah, because Stalin, I think, Tito's letter.
While he's looking that up, to give context to everyone, Tito was also a communist leader like Joseph Stalin. The difference, though, was that, well, Tito was bad, too, but he didn't take orders from Stalin. Like, Stalin would always tell him what to do, and he was like, I don't have to do what you say. So the Soviet Union tried to have Tito assassinated multiple times, and Tito responded by sending a letter to Joseph Stalin that basically, I'm paraphrasing, but it basically read as, stop sending men to kill me. We've already captured one with a bomb and one with a knife. If you send any more people to kill me, I will send someone to Moscow, and I will not need to send a second person. And the Soviet Union stopped sending assassins.
Yeah. Yeah. Tito was also instrumental, though. He was a great figure to liberate Yugoslavia from the Nazis.
He was, but the man was still not a good guy. So, but it's funny to me that he was just like, screw it, I'm sending a ballsy letter to the scariest man in the world to tell him to piss off.
Right, yeah.
And yes, fun fact about Call of Duty World at War, the 3rd Shock Army, the one you're with in the game, was part of Zhukov's offensive thanks to the Silo Heights. Correct, it was. But the 3rd Shock Army was not at Berlin. They took the Heights, and then I think another unit was sent into Berlin.
Yeah.
God, I freaking love history.
Yeah. Just say that after everything.
Yeah, I love history so much.
It's a great thing. It's such a great thing. Oh, God.
Anyway, thank you very much, Shiloh. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Zaruk. You're right. This was a great film. I found that I had less complaints about it because I had complaints, obviously, but I had less.
Yeah.
I had less because it was like, okay, there's actually a little bit to follow here.
Yeah.
You know, there's stuff I can follow here. That's very interesting.
And the good news and the cool thing about it is that, so later on, the, in the other ones, because there are other ones after this, obviously, the cool thing about it, to me anyway, about it, in the other movies, is that some of them, like I said, they get more interesting, for better or worse, but the really interesting thing to me is how, in one of the movies, Sean Bean almost got killed in one of the movies.
Really? How?
Okay, so in Sharpe's Regiment, which is the name of the movie, there is a scene where Sharpe is hiding in a gully, and Sean Bean's hiding in a gully, and a horse, one of the horse's hooves stomps on his head. Which,
oh my God,
which should have killed him, but Sean Bean just stood up and kept doing the scene like, I didn't feel anything. Let's see if I can get the thing here, the accident. And that's the thing, he just shrugged it off like nothing. Yeah, he gets hoofed in the face.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can get it here. Yeah, and it was entirely unintentional. And I will, I'll actually post it here on my stream so you can see it, real quick, so I can show everyone. I'll show you guys this scene right here. I'm just showing you the clip where he gets stomped. So,
hey, there's an actual clip of it.
Yeah, there is.
Right? And I never will be.
I'm gonna
I don't need them.
click it or take it, assholes.
Like kicked him in the face, or like
No,
lying
you'll
on
see,
the ground and he
watch.
got stepped on.
Watch.
I'm concerned here. Oh my fucking God. Oh! Oh my God!
And the man just gets up and keeps going.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
He is invincible.
Well, no, because he dies in every other movie. I wouldn't call him invincible. But yeah, so yes. And to be fair, Sean Bean even said, he goes like, yeah, something stepped on me, but it didn't hurt. So either it glanced off him, like he was within a hair's breadth of dying, basically. So, and it's like,
reminds me of how Michael J. Fox almost actually
that's
got
true.
killed on the set of Back to the
That's
Future
true
3
telling.
in the scene where you see Marty get dragged with the noose
that's
around
true.
his neck.
How Michael J. Fox almost got killed on the set of Back to the Future 3. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. But yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Shiloh. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
This was great.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, bud. Have a great night.
Likewise, you too.
All right, that's going to do it, everybody. Hope you all had a great time tonight. We are going to go raid someone tonight. Let me find us someone, shall we? Let's see. Who can we go raid tonight? Big thanks to ShilohJack for coming along. Let's see. We'll do this again at some point. We'll watch Sharpe's Company next. Let me find us someone to raid tonight. Who do we got around here? Let's see. You know what? We're gonna go support Dual Screens. He's done some really cool videos on YouTube, but I love his stuff, and I think he's a dope guy. So we're gonna go raid him. Hopefully he has raids turned on. But yeah, we're gonna go raid him, and he's a small streamer, so we're definitely gonna go do that. Give me a second. Yeah, playing Devil May Cry 5. So, oh no, it's DMC Devil May Cry. Oh well. And no, we don't have to say anything. Y'all just go say hi and tell him you love his YouTube videos. Tell him that. All right, with that, I hope you all had a great time tonight. I've been Zaruk Windcaller. Make yourselves, I hope you all had a great time. And remember, thank you. Remember, the memories you make in life, good and bad, make you who you are. Don't trade them for anything. Love you guys. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.